Check, check, check. Good morning. Let's do this. Kotter and Marshall Show. Hop on the stream. Hang out with the Horde. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. As always, like, follow, subscribe while you're there. Listen to the show. Download the app for free. Get us in your in-home smart speaker. Check us out at rock1061.com. Marshall, good morning.
Good morning.
Did you see the story about Soler's home run ball? The ball that put the Braves up, the game-winning home run early in the game for Game 6?
No.
So it went out of the park. You know, the roof was open, left the park. There's apartments right across the street from the stadium. It bounced off an awning as people are watching from the apartment.
Oh.
And it bounced off, rolled down to the street, and landed just on the sidewalk. So people at this party, they hear the crowd react, you know, to the home run. They hear the ball hit the awning. So then they're looking down and they're like, guys, that's the ball. One of the guys runs down, picks it up. He now is the owner of the home run ball Soler hit to win the game.
Nice. That's going to be a nice little payday for that guy.
That's what I'm thinking, man. It's not, Tom Brady 600 TD worthy, but he should make some money.
I'm thinking like $100,000, something like that.
There is somebody who's got way too much money in Atlanta that would love to buy that.
Yeah, 100%.
I think that would be fantastic. I would put it up for auction right now. Coming up on the show today, I'm going to get quizzed in the face. Mm-hmm. Looks like more audio from show past.
Yeah, so we'll do another edition of the Did You Say That edition of Quizzed in the Face. It took way too long to put this together, but I'm excited that it's done. I'm ready to go. We tested it. Good luck.
Now, you said you were going to do this for the rest of the run. As it gets harder, will you continue to do this?
I don't know. I make promises all the time, Kotter. We'll see if this actually happens. But you know what? Week 2 of Quiz in the Face of Did You Say That? So let's just embrace that.
Fair enough.
Embrace it.
Fair enough. Our Cool Guys tournament continues. Top the 8 o'clock hour. We'll tell you who won yesterday's matchups. Also give you who's going head-to-head today. Are you smarter than a community college dropout is happening? Top of the 7 o'clock hour. Calls, comments, and text. How is your pet ridiculously spoiled? Or what does your pet do that is extremely picky? So we'll take your stories there. Of course, going to kick off the show with About Last Night. David Chase, the creator of The Sopranos, the reaction to the series finale still bothers him to this day. I've got an update on Henry Ruggs and an update on Rust, the movie with Alec Baldwin, where the accident happened on the set with the shooting. The armorer of this movie, the person in charge of the guns, has got a hot take. I really don't think I could buy it.
It's rough to listen to.
We'll get to that next. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061. Latest from Ghost. This is Hunter's Moon. It's Rock 1061.
Morning, gang. Simic, Rudy, how are you?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, new panels.
Getting into it.
I like it.
This isn't even really a new panel. We just got rid of the panels.
Yeah,
so we're even bigger than usual on people's TV screens.
Our heads are larger.
Bones. Even larger foreheads. No big deal. All right, but good morning. Thanks for hanging out, joining the show nice, bright, and early. Here at around 8-ish o'clock today, a member of the Horde messaged me and said, hey, I want to get Kotter something as a present on the way out. And I said, okay, sure. And she's like, can I just mail you something and you can open it live on the stream? And I said, absolutely, 100%. Yeah. So we're going to do that between 7:30 and 8 at her request, so she could be awake, and we'll do that later on in the show. Sorry, Charles just woke up and said, fuckers, what's up?
What's up, Charles?
Hey, man, how's it going?
I actually had a beer with Elliot. He was on my, was he on my axe? Yeah, he was on my axe throwing team when we did the axe throwing.
Yeah.
And so we've kind of hung out since, both wrestling fans, and we've gone to some of the, CEW stuff, and met up with him for a beer, and he got me a gift. He got me Jericho's new book, where it outlines all of his matches.
Yeah, the 30 years or whatever.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought that was very nice. Morning, Heather.
Great. Another book for you to carry around the United States.
I know.
When you saw it, were you like, oh, man, this is a really nice gift. Son of a bitch. I have to carry this thing to Texas now.
Nah, it's all good.
Charles goes, put those panels back up. I thought your head was big before, but damn, Marshall. It's damn big. It's damn big.
I mean, it's not like Peyton Manning worthy or anything.
No, I don't think it's that bad.
I mean, I'm not showing a movie on that thing.
No, not yet. Not yet. Eventually, maybe.
A few more years.
Yeah. Come on, I think I'm actually having a pretty good hair day. Fuck you, Charles. Rudy goes, I'm not getting Kotter shit.
Rudy, that's the way it should be. It's the way it should be.
I'm not getting him anything either. And how about this? His birthday's before he leaves, and I decided I literally took his present and I threw it away the other night. I took a video and I just set it on fire. I'm going to show him the video.
Perfect.
So I am getting you something. You're welcome.
Screw that. Quitters don't get trophies. Charles, I like to think I'm leveling up.
So really?
Yeah. Austin.
I mean, you don't know that yet.
Well, no, I like to think it.
You never lived there, nor have you ever worked there. How could you know you're leveling up?
Because I love Austin.
You know what? You know what I love? Prostitutes. Okay? Because they're not actually loved enough. Ever think about that?
No.
Huh? You son of a bitch.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. Hannah Gutierrez Reed, she's the armorer on the Russ movie with Alec Baldwin. Of course, a few weeks back, there was the tragedy on the set where a prop gun went off and actually killed a couple people on the set, or killed somebody on the set, injured another. She has got a very hot take as to what happened, and we got that story next. Story number one about last night. So there is a theory that is being thrown out there about the shooting that took place in the set of the Alec Baldwin movie Rust. And it's from Hannah Gutierrez Reed. She is the armorer on the set. So she was in charge of all of the guns.
That's a really cool name for to be on a movie title. Like, what are you doing? Director, executive producer, I'm the gaffer. No. I'm the armorer. That sounds badass.
It does sound pretty cool. So her theory is that someone intentionally put a live round into the box of dummy ammunition. And it was all to prove a point. Now, her attorneys appeared on the Today Show to outline this theory.
Why would someone do that, and who in your mind had the motive and the opportunity to do it?
I believe that somebody who would do that would want to sabotage the set, want to prove a point, want to say that they're disgruntled, they're unhappy. And we know that people had already walked off the set the day before. And they had been, and they're unhappy. And the reason they were unhappy is they're working 12 to 14-hour days. They were not given hotel rooms in and around the area, so they had to drive back and forth an hour to Albuquerque, and they're unhappy.
Are you saying that potentially those that were unhappy, this disgruntled crew members who had walked off the set, that they're potential suspects in your mind of intentionally placing a live round to prove a point, in your words?
Well, I think, Savannah, that you can't rule anybody out at this point.
We've all been unhappy one time or another on a job. I've never wanted somebody to die because of it.
I've never thought, you know what? This commute between middle of nowhere, New Mexico, and Albuquerque's just a little bit too long. I don't have enough books on tape or podcasts to fulfill my life. So, yeah, I'm going to potentially get someone murdered today.
I mean, this is a hot take, and I don't think her lawyers did her any justice appearing on the Today Show.
No.
They looked nervous. They didn't know how to answer some of the questions. I mean, they awkwardly looked at each other when some questions were asked. It sounds like someone who's just seriously trying to cover their ass at this point.
Now, I mean, it looked, honestly, when it comes to the video, it looked like a stepbrother situation. It's like they essentially should have started off the interview with, "Hello, lady." Like, they looked that dumb on camera. So it's it's not great for Hannah here. I don't think she's going to get the result that she wants, and I think she's going to suffer the consequences of what unfortunately happened on Russ, but not this way. Hannah, you should never let these guys go on camera.
One of their biggest arguments in her favor, I think, is a negative. They said there's a time period of 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. the day of the shooting where the guns were left unsupervised and the ammo was left unsupervised, and that's when someone would have had the time to put a live round in this box. As the armorer, isn't it her job to make sure all of this is supervised?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of shouldn't have that locked up. Maybe when you're not around, being the armor, the gun person. Come on.
I think this is a very, very rough take, and I agree with you, Marshall. This is not going to end well for her. Coming up next, story number 2. Got an update about Henry Ruggs, the former Las Vegas wide receiver who killed somebody in a drunk driving accident early Tuesday morning. I'll tell you how fast he was going. Stupid. It's coming up next. Kotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Morning, Tony. Morning, Wanda. Wanda, why are we proud of Kotter? What did he do besides break folks' hearts? Ooh.
Damn.
Ooh. Great point, Wanda. Great point. Heather says, I cannot believe you're leaving, Kotter, but I get it. Dream job.
Yeah, and it still hasn't sunk in yet. Just hasn't. And when I get there, I don't think it will, because I'll have a job, but it won't until my wife's there. For the first 6 months, I'm just hanging with my family. It'll kind of be like a vacation, yet I have to work for 8 hours.
Right.
So that it won't sink in until Dana's there. So next year, May is when it will hit. According to A-Dub, I'll have given up by then and I'll be back.
I don't know. I mean, you don't know. They could fire you also. Don't get it wrong. They come in and be like, we thought this guy had the answers. Turns out he was just an idiot. How did we screw this one up, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good luck. So I saw this story yesterday. I mean, we're going to talk about Henry Ruggs here in a second, about how fast he was going and all that. But did you see the story from Derek Carr where he said that Henry Ruggs texted him like at midnight on Monday, saying that he was at Topgolf, and asking for tips on how to swing?
No.
So it looks like this dude was like getting wasted at Topgolf.
Ugh.
And that's when he drove home. Yikes.
Sure. Topgolf loves this information coming out.
Funny enough, I actually know the one of the major marketing people for Topgolf. I found out. So, get
him on the show.
I'll let her know.
You get a comment?
Hey, can we get a quick comment on
got a quote?
The dude who got overserved at one of your places of business? Cool.
Simic, are you coming back sometime, Kotter? Yeah, I'll definitely be back, obviously with the wife here. I'll be back probably several times between December and May of next year. So, yep, I'll be here.
So, do you remember that that ship that got stuck in the, how do you say it? Suez Canal?
Yeah.
So it's finally getting repaired. They're finally taking a look at it after all that time. Was it stuck in the canal for how long?
I don't remember.
A couple weeks?
Yeah, it seemed like it was a minute.
Sorry, 6 days. It felt like a couple weeks. It got stuck horizontally, lodged into the bank of the Suez Canal. So they're finally getting an opportunity to actually fix this ship. Let me see. I'm reading at the same time. I'm telling you. Here's blah, blah, blah. They said it was massively damaged due to the fact that they had to get like all the machinery to kind of pull it out of the bank.
Yeah.
So they essentially massively damaged the ship, and they're finally getting to it. They think it'll cost. They couldn't even put a figure on the amount of money it'll take to actually fix it, but they will be repairing it and putting it back out onto the sea.
It just seems like bad luck. Just scrap it. Scrap it and move on.
Yeah, you think at this point they would. Tony goes, internet working well over there, guys. Yep, I think so.
Yeah, I haven't had any issues this morning.
Let me look at my CPU percentages. Yeah, I'm running at 30 frames a second. Yeah, looks good.
Yeah.
I have dropped 0 frames, according to my computer. Also, Wanda says, just an FYI, stop flushing wipes down the toilet. That septic tank from yesterday.
Oh.
Puke. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not a wipe guy, like a flushing, like a wipes guy.
Yeah.
Some people like use the dude wipes to clean up their
business.
Their business.
Yeah.
I'm old school. It's regular old toilet paper. Charles says, Wanda, if you close that house, I can give you a maintenance plan for that septic system.
There you go.
Essentially, he just drops in all the worst chemicals, and it dissolves all the poop.
Probably get rid of a dead body if you need to.
Oh, 100%.
Just saying.
Yeah, Charles can kill a guy and make him disappear forever. I have no doubt about that. Hargrave sent an email that said they were working on it and someone cutting a wire. Whoops. Now, I think we actually use 2 internet services here at the radio station, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we use 2, so.
We got to back up.
We got to back up to our backup.
We need that backup. Everything's run off the internet for us anymore.
Chris says, just go full bidet when it comes to...
Ever used a bidet? I've never used a bidet.
No, I've never done that. I would be very interested in shooting water up my asshole, though. Well, I'm very interested in that.
Hey,
Aren't you?
I get it. After the story we're going to talk about at the end of the 6 o'clock hour, maybe.
Yeah. Wouldn't you want to... If you knew there was a bidet available that you could go take a poop in,
yeah,
wouldn't you be interested in, like,
yeah,
I'm going into the bidet?
No, I'd be curious. I'd use it.
How long would you be in there?
I don't know. I don't know how to. I mean, how much aim do you need? I don't know.
Exactly. How much pressure?
I don't know.
Is it all based on the button, or is it one pressure?
Ooh, that's a good question. Anybody used a bidet? How's it go? What steps? What's the process?
Because you don't want like a drinking fountain.
No,
bidet.
But I mean, you don't want like a fire hose either. You know,
you kind of do, depending on your. Yeah, did you go to Taco Bell that day? Did you go to Taco Bell?
How many green chilies did I eat?
How big of a mistake did I make at lunch today? Emotionally. And also physically. All right, guys, we're going back on the air. What, 20 seconds?
3 minutes. 3 minutes 20.
Yeah, can you move your screen slightly to me? So I can read it better.
Okay.
Yeah. Although I asked for a screen right here that mirrored exactly what you did, but Tim never did that for me.
You'll get it December 1st.
Perfect. Do you remember when we started in here and I was like, hey, I would love to be able to see what Kotter has on his screen so I could even like adjust to do some stuff. He's like, yeah, absolutely. And then he never did it.
Yeah, December 1st.
Nah, Tim Jr. is the best. He called me yesterday. I told Tim, I go, hey, I've been having issues with my computer for a long time now.
Right.
The one that's in my office.
Did you say reset it? Turn it off, turn it on?
Yeah, and I did. And I did all that. And I was like, hey, man, I think it just needs like that Timmy touch, that, the cleaning or something. Right. Can you just take a look? He called me at like right when I would take a nap. He's like, are you taking a nap? I'm like, no, Tim, I'm not taking a fucking nap right now. He's like, all right, man, watch, I just, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, cool, man. You could have just texted me. Cool.
Morning, Andrew. He said, good morning, Horde. Good morning, The Abandoner and Marshall Show.
Oh, that's an interesting title. Morning, Scott. How are you, bud?
Morning, Scott.
Charles says, wow, 7 on 1,000. Definitely need to use Scott. TP, monthly Ridex, if there's a clean out. Oh, he's talking about what you need to do with the septic tank.
Now, Chris did say the ones I've used, talking about bidets, have a variable pressure.
Yeah.
You need that, right?
I think so. I think it's like, you want to determine on a scale of 1 to 10 how deep that water blast is going to shoot into your body.
I mean, are you just going in for a light spritz?
I don't think so. I mean, or maybe, maybe you just took a little tinkle and you just want to shoot some water up it, depending on your gender. I don't know, maybe. Or maybe you want to get the fire hose. Maybe really clean that thing out.
All right, we got just over a minute, guys.
I know you're a big-time butt guy, Kotter. Kotter has one of those, those shower heads that are like detachable, like you just like flip the button or whatever. Kotter told me that he likes to turn it on, that detachable shower head. He'd take it off and he just sticks it straight up his ass. So lets it sit there for a while. He likes to feel clean.
I like to feel clean.
Who doesn't?
I don't know.
You want to walk around
You're
with
an animal. You're an animal if not.
Yeah, you want to walk around with a poopy butt? Doesn't want to run it across the carpet. Not again. He got yelled at the first time.
Speaking of, we will be talking about somebody pooping their pants at the end of this hour.
Classic.
That's a thing. All right, guys, we'll be right back. More news is coming out about this horrific accident caused by former Las Vegas wide receiver Henry Ruggs, and we now know how fast he was going, and it's kind of crazy. Story number 2 about last night. Early Tuesday morning, Henry Ruggs was involved in a 2-vehicle accident, which resulted in the death of Tina Tinner, the driver of the car he hit. Now, he was intoxicated at the time. His blood alcohol level was 2 times Nevada's legal limit, and it's now being reported that when Ruggs rear-ended Tinter's car, dude was doing 156 miles per hour.
Now, obviously, he didn't see that car. I don't know what was going on, but he slammed on the brakes a little bit before impact happened, and he hit this Toyota RAV4 going 127 miles an hour. 3 o'clock in the morning, 23-year-old Tina, what's her name?
Tina Tinter.
Tina Tinter, her and her dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. So both of them passed away. I mean, he was driving his Corvette. The RAV4 burst into flames. The scene is grisly. The photos are out there, sadly enough, but this is a horrific story.
Las Vegas Justice of the Peace, Joe Bonaventure, said that in his 16 years on the bench, he's never heard of a crash involving a vehicle going so fast. Now, they set his bond at $150,000. I think prosecutors are wanting $1 million, but the judge said $150,000. There are conditions, including home confinement, electronic monitoring, no alcohol, no driving, and he has to surrender his passport, and he did post bond and was released from jail on Wednesday evening. Now, dude could face a lot of time in prison because of this.
Up to 20 years. He is going to be serving time for this huge mistake on his behalf. But man, this is absolutely crazy. Now, there was a report that last night that Derek Carr actually said that Henry Ruggs texted him and a few other teammates about golfing techniques because he was at Topgolf in Vegas, which is just on the far side of the strip, more towards the Henderson side. And he was asking them about tips around midnight. And then this happened just around 3 o'clock in the morning. So Henry was obviously having a good time there. And then this is the result of it. It's horrific.
He's due in court November 10th. So this one's not over yet. We'll definitely keep you posted as we get some more information. Coming up next, we're going to talk Sopranos. Creator David Chase, the reaction the series finale got still bothers him to this day. 15 years later. That's coming up next. Your Shine Down to Monsters. It's the Kotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
What up, Rob? Thanks for joining us, buddy. Yeah, he was going 156 fucking miles an hour.
Yep. Yeah, slammed on his brakes. The impact was 127. I mean, just stupid. Yeah, they're saying that in Nevada, there is no probation. It's not an option for a conviction on a DUI causing death or a DUI with substantial bodily injury. And each of those sentences face 2 to 20 years in prison, plus reckless driving is 1 to 6.
Right.
Prosecutors say he could be behind bars 46 years.
Well,
if convicted on everything.
They'll drop some of the lesser charges. Like the reckless driving, they'll drop. That won't be an issue. Oh my God. I mean, just the all-time big mistake. And what the hell are you doing going 150 miles an hour going down Rainbow? Now, I lived about 5 miles on the same street, about 5 miles the opposite way.
Yeah.
When I lived in Vegas. And I mean, really, you think Vegas is nonstop going all the time? At 3 o'clock in the morning, Vegas is dead.
Yeah.
I mean, it is dead. I mean, even the overnight casino guys are just getting off in a few hours. It's still like another hour and a half, 2 hours. So the roads are essentially dead in Vegas. So, yeah, people street drag race all the time in Vegas. But on Rainbow, which is a highly populated street, there's tons of housing off it. There's lots of businesses as well. I mean, just a huge mistake on his behalf.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
I guess the lady who died, Tina Tinter, she was close to her house.
Yeah, she's only a few blocks away.
Only a few blocks away. And then the NFL, more info in this report, they have deals worked out with rideshare companies that if a player, for stuff like this, player gets trashed, they'll get you home. So they're trying to prevent this, but unfortunately it didn't.
Also, Henry Ruggs he was a rookie he was on a rookie deal.
Yeah.
So, and he was a first rounder, so you make at least $25 million.
Yeah.
$25 million on your first contract if you play all 4 years.
Yeah.
Something to the effect of that. He had enough money.
That's just stupid.
Chris said they could charge him with an illegal firearm as well. Yeah, he had a gun in his car. Surprisingly, it didn't fly out going 150 miles an hour. But his mugshot was just ugly. He had a neck brace on, huge gash on his nose, probably from the glass and everything cutting him. And from the moment of impact, their cars traveled another 500 feet.
Jesus.
Because she was stopped at a red light.
Right.
He hits her. They travel 500 feet forward, both of cars, because he was going so fast.
Jesus Christ.
Thankfully for Vegas, everyone's yards are protected by these cinder block walls. So there's natural protection. It's not like Georgia here where everyone just has a metal, see-through fence or just this wood fence. Vegas for some reason loves cinder blocks. We're built on cinder blocks. So wild stuff.
Wanda, we got this house.
We found this.
We got this house. We found out yesterday a neighbor has a pig. Effingham County, y'all. My dogs are going to be so confused.
It could be worse. My wife really wants a fox. My wife wants to own a fox.
Can you own a fox?
Not in Georgia.
I was going to say, it just seems like that's questionable.
But oddly enough, you can own a fox in Florida because everything's available.
It's the Wild West in
Florida, Tennessee, Minnesota.
Really?
Yeah.
They don't seem like a good pet.
Yeah. No, well, foxes, no, they're not a great. You can't keep a fox indoors.
No, well, no.
There's no situation where a fox indoors works.
Where do you build an enclosement for it?
Yeah, you build an outdoor amusement park for the fox.
So how did this come about?
My wife, I think every girl, if you just showed her a fox video of a fox getting pet on the tummy and it just makes the noise, every girl loves that.
All right. Yes, Tony. Question of the day is about your spoiled animal.
Yeah, it's a big time. And we got a ton of responses.
Yeah, we did.
I love the response that we got from our good friend Lauren Wolverton on the Kotter and Marshall show page. I definitely wanted to use that one.
Yep.
I'm guessing we both have our own stories, speaking of, for the question of the day.
Yeah, I got a story about Blonde.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, we'll get into the question of the day. Once again, it is, how is your pet ridiculously spoiled, or what does your pet do that is extremely picky? Kind of hitting all angles on the pet question today, so let us know.
All right, we still got about 3 minutes.
Andrew says, my grandfather had a pet fox. He used to walk around on a leash, driving around in his car with him, just like a dog.
That's kind of cool. Now I want a pet fox.
I mean, dude, we sat down and watched a ton of videos on people with foxes and stuff.
Right.
Like down in Florida, fennec foxes. They're the tiny ones with giant ears from Australia.
Yeah.
Super cute. But dude, they piss everywhere. So you can, this dude's he's very rich, and he did he very rich, and he lives in this massive condo downtown Miami, and he's got this pet fennec fox, and his entire apartment is covered in piss pads.
Ugh.
Yeah, and he's like, I had to replace my bedding 3 times because the fox keeps pissing on it. I'm like, oh my God.
All right, I'm out. Yeah. Instantly out. All right, got to make this quick. Got 2 minutes. Rock 1061, who's this?
It's Tony.
Hey.
I'm tired and I don't want to type.
No, fair enough. We got 2 minutes before we get back on, so.
Okay, so my pet is spoiled because not only does she have to have fresh pig ears, not like those fried ones, but I have to go to the Asian market and get fresh pig ears, and then I will barbecue them for her because they digest better. She's picky about her apples. Like when we eat apples, we always end up giving her like part of the core. And if it is a Brayburn or a Honeycrisp, she won't eat it because she doesn't like them.
She likes pink ladies. I understand that.
She loves a pink lady. Loves a pink lady. That's one of her favorites.
Okay.
Most
And
dudes
then
do.
if it's raining, she will not go outside unless you have an umbrella to cover over her so that she can do her business.
Have you ever put a trash bag on your dog and just kicked him out the front door?
You know I have, and it didn't work.
Awesome.
All right, Tony, thanks for calling in.
That is how my poor little puppers is so abused.
Well, thank you for that story.
Y'all have a great day.
All right, thanks, Tony.
Tony. Scott says, I was in South Carolina yesterday and saw a fox squirrel. If I could catch one and bring it home, I probably would. What the hell is a fox squirrel? I don't think I've ever seen it. Holly, good morning. Guess who had a lunch date with Kotter yesterday?
Yeah.
Holly.
It was awesome.
She sent a picture in. Post-coitus.
Holly got me a nice card.
Yeah?
It was fantastic.
What did
Yeah,
it say? Did she throw the number at you? Like, keep this number just in case.
On the envelope, she did have Dewey, though. Yes.
Dewey Dewdrop?
Yep, she did.
I can talk today, so I won't fuck that up too much.
But no, it was great to see her. So thank you, Holly.
Charles sent me a quick text. He goes, my next victim. Charles is obviously already thinking about hunting this weekend.
Oh, damn.
Oh, there it is.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. Obviously, when The Sopranos ended, there was a lot of talk about that final scene. And the reaction of that still bothers the creator of the show, David Chase, 15 years later. Story number 3 about last night, about Sopranos creator David Chase. Now, you are watching The Sopranos, Marshall.
I'm currently through season 3, but I already know how the series ends, so you can't ruin it for me.
Yeah, it's too late. 15 years, spoiler alerts don't even matter anymore. All right, so David Chase is still bothered to this day when it comes to how fans reacted to the series finale. Recently did an interview with Hollywood Reporter where he's like, I had no idea it would cause that much. I mean, I forget what was going on in Iraq or someplace. London had been bombed. Nobody was talking about that. They were talking about The Sopranos. It was kind of incredible to me. What was annoying was how many people wanted to see Tony killed. That bothered me. They wanted to know that Tony was killed. They wanted to see him face down in his linguine, you know?
His gabagool.
I just thought, God, you watched this guy for 7 years. He's a criminal, but don't tell me you don't love him in some way. Don't tell me you're not on his side in some way. And now you want to see him killed? You want justice done? You're a criminal for watching this stuff for 7 years. That bothered me.
Man, he really went off on a tangent there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Look, you had probably, at that time, that's the most Game of Thrones level
100%.
show that we had. Because as soon as The Sopranos ended, we got Breaking Bad. And then we realized, TV can actually be this really cool thing. And then Game of Thrones started, and the last couple seasons was garbage. But, yeah, even as a fan, and I've only watched 3 seasons of the 7, technically 6.5 seasons they have, I definitely want to see Tony die. But I know he doesn't. I know it fades to black on the last scene where it's all presumed that Tony does get gunned down in the cafe that he's in. Spoiler alert, I'm so sorry to break that to you, especially if you haven't watched the series or missed it 15-ish years ago, but I get why he's kind of upset. You spend so much time with someone, you want an ending to the story.
Yeah.
Like, when you're with your ex, you remember the beginning and you remember the end, right? And you're like, that end was either very satisfying or just horrific, but you still want to remember it so you could hold on to that feeling. With not being able to see Tony die at the end of The Sopranos, it was like making sweet, sweet love and then not finish it.
At the time, Chase was like, look, life. You don't always know how things end. You don't always get to the end of the story. So that's why we wanted to leave it open to interpretation. I don't need my stories open to interpretation.
No, I definitely
give me an ending, damn it. Now, in this interview with the Hollywood Reporter, he also went on to say that the ending we got was not his original ending. He said, that's not what I had in mind. I had a scene in which Tony comes back from a meeting in New York in his car. At the beginning of every show, he came from New York into New Jersey. And the last scene could be him coming from New Jersey back into New York for a meeting in which he was going to be killed.
Yeah.
And you would have saw it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I agree with you, though. I want a definitive period at the end of my story. I don't need I wonder what would have happened. My creative juices when it comes to that stuff, they're not going to help your show. I need your juices all over it. Give them to me. Let me lap it up, all right?
So, yeah, still bothers him 15 years later. All right, coming up next. Marshall, you ever pooped your pants?
Who hasn't? Are you kidding me?
Got a story about a marathon runner that recently went viral who had to take care of business mid-race. We'll tell you what happened next. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Rob says, has there ever been a series that ran more than 3 seasons with a good ending?
Oh, that's a good question.
Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is, I think, one of the best series ever created.
I agree. The ending was not my favorite. I mean, it was. I don't know. It was not my favorite.
It gave you exactly what The Sopranos didn't, and you're like, nah, not as good. I'd rather fade to black.
No. I don't want Fade to Black. But it was. I mean, obviously a better ending than Sopranos. I didn't hate it. I didn't leave it going, that was one of the worst pieces of garbage ever. But that is a solid question. I mean, it's hard to end shows. I mean, I think now we're in a better spot for it, hopefully. Because, I mean, before it was like, a show would get greenlit. We're giving you 20-some episodes a year. Mm-hmm. There's no way to map it out. You know, you could be on for 3 seasons. You could be on for 10. You don't know how it's going to end.
Yeah.
I think now, the way TV's done, you know, you can go to Netflix and be like, all right, I got 2 seasons of this show. I know how I'm getting from point A to point B. So I think they should be better now, in theory, because, you know, just the way TV is done is different than it was 20 years ago.
Yeah, I think after the first season, I think creators should have a long, deep, meeting with the
right.
creative heads. Like, where do we see this thing going? Like, what's the end point? Because even if we get there, or even after we have to cut out some stuff to get to that point, if we only do 3 seasons instead of 5, I mean, like, there should be something definitive for these shows.
Yeah, I mean, and Lost. I mean, Lost is a good example. I mean, for me, Lost started out so good. I mean, that first season, one of the best seasons of TV ever.
Lost is one of the biggest tragedies in TV history because it never had an ending point.
And I agree. And it's like that first season, that first episode. I mean, the plane crash and everything. So good. The first season, so good. Mm-hmm. And they always said, we have a plan. We know where we're going. It was a bunch of BS. They didn't know where they were going.
Polar bears, smoke monsters.
They didn't know where they're going. They set up everything so well, but they couldn't pay it off. They set up too much. And then there was hope because they decided, it's like, all right, we're doing 2-3 more seasons and we're out. So you're like, cool. They have an end point. They know when they're getting out of this thing. And they just set up, they made it impossible for themselves because there's no way they could wrap it all up.
Yeah, and
there's just no way.
And they were like, let's flash forward. Now let's flash back. Now let's flash sideways. What? You're lost.
But you know what? I liked all the flash. I liked the last season. The ending is not perfect. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate the ending.
I've never watched a show and at the very end of it, still not understand it. And then still a decade. How long has it been since Lost ended?
Easily a decade.
Yeah, over a decade. I still don't think I understand it.
Yeah, and I agree. I didn't hate the ending, but by no means was it perfect. Sons of Anarchy. I didn't mind. Spoiler alert. Screw you guys. Long enough. I didn't mind that Jax died. I thought him dying was fine. I didn't like the way he died, and I thought the way the scene was filmed with the truck driver hitting him. Who played the truck driver?
Oh, I have no idea.
It's the guy from the commish.
Michael Chiklis?
Yes, Michael Chiklis was the truck driver. And a great actor. For whatever reason, that one scene, just garbage acting. And then the effects of it was garbage. It just took me out of the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been so long since I've seen it. It's obviously 7-ish years or whatever it's been.
I'll never forget the ending to Sons of Anarchy because I remember one day we're in the pit in the radio station talking to Zoe about it because neither of us had seen the ending. And Marshall's like, oh, yeah, when Jax dies, gets hit by a truck, and then he leaves. And that was it. That fucking spoiled it for everybody in the pit.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's good just to throw a little dash of anarchy.
Son of a bitch.
into your workplace
son of a
and
bitch.
walk away while throwing a match behind
The
you.
look at Zoe. Zoe was pissed.
Yeah.
Zoe was so pissed.
I don't really care. Chris says Futurama had a great ending. I don't think I ever saw that. Let's see. Supernatural was a great show for 15 seasons, apparently. The Wire ended well. I still can't.
I haven't seen it.
I watched like the first 6 episodes, and I cannot get into The Wire.
Really? I mean, everybody, it's like I talked to, they're into it. It's like, it is the best show ever.
Apparently, The Wire is the best. Lost in 2010. Holy shit.
Yeah.
My wife and I actually started, one of the reasons why we started hanging out was because of Lost.
Lost?
Yeah, we started watching Lost together.
I remember, it's like there's few shows where I remember seeing previews, and I'm like, oh, I got to watch that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the early previews for Lost. I'm like, what the hell is going on with this? Because, I mean, they showed shots, I think, when they're on the mountain getting, like, the signal, on the walkie-talkie. And I'm like, oh, I got to watch this. My wife, is that Dominic Monaghan from Lord of the Rings? I got to watch this. That's what attracted her to it.
Jeremy says his favorite shows were Dexter and SEAL Team. Dexter had one of the worst endings. Also, Chris says, how much time we got? 2.5 minutes?
2.5.
Chris says The Office ended amazingly despite how shitty the last 2 seasons were. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mind The Office ending. I mean, it is what it is. I didn't mind that.
It was a nice little ending to the show.
Yeah.
Well, God, we went off on a tangent there. Jesus Christ, way to go, Rob. I think we just spent 10 minutes on TV shows right there.
Well, it's like, I'm trying to think, what else? Just weird out there random endings. Mad About You. So
my God.
I know.
Did you watch that show?
I did. So I didn't, and I came back, I got out of it, but then I always like, shows I watch, I always tried to go back and watch the finale just to see how they wrap it up. So Mad About You, it's like the whole story is about their life together and their love life and how they're married and they're mad about you and all this stuff. Well, the finale, it's their daughter was played by Janine Garofalo. And they go back and you find out they get a divorce and things end horribly and they don't like each other. And it's just like, why are you ending it like that? It's a comedy about this couple who are in love and you end it with them going, we hate each other. I'm like, stupid.
It's too real. It's too real. Jeremy says the worst ending is being Dexter back, though. Thank goodness this month. It should be back. They said November. Yeah, so I just saw a review on the first episode of Dexter New Blood, and the review is very positive. So they said it's the Dexter formula changed up. It's good, but I'm excited for Dexter coming back. I can't believe it's this month. Rob goes, my bad. If it makes you feel better, I'm nursing a sweat hangover or a sweet hangover and pondering these deep questions.
What'd you drink? What'd you get drunk on?
If you say Bud Light, just turn off the stream. I expect more from you, Rob. All right, my computer's having a little hissy fit over here. No big deal.
All right, got about 45 seconds.
Okay. Jack Daniels and Coke and Steinlager. Steinlager, is that how you say it? Any beer, mostly I can't pronounce, I think is going to taste delicious.
Let's see.
Most of the time.
Steinlager. All right, guys, be right back. It's a simple question. Have you ever pooped your pants? Have you ever done it while running a marathon? So Tamara Torkelson is a marathon runner.
Great name.
Great name.
Tamara Torkelson.
She was a member of a Facebook group for runners, and a reporter did a podcast, popped on this Facebook group and said, hey, you got any poop while running stories? And she's like, all right, I'll share. And her stories kind of went viral. So it was in 2018. She was getting ready to run her 6th marathon, her first since having a baby. And she was feeling good about this race. Thought she was trained. She was ready to go. First 12 miles went on without a hitch. But that's when nature started calling. 13th mile wasn't good.
Now, apparently, she had to, go twosies. And she said, I don't know if it's possible to poop while running, but I will try. Could you imagine being so absolutely dedicated to your sport that you wouldn't even kind of peel off to the side and just drop trow and just let it out? She just pooped while running.
She was on pace to set a personal record. So she's like, I didn't want one poop to mess it all up. So without missing a stride, she took care of business, and she said, it just came out. And I felt a whole lot better.
Which we can all relate to.
I think so.
I think every time I get done pooping, I'm like, good job, Marshall. I pat myself on the back. Good boy.
She said as she neared the finish line, she announced to her friends, I pooped my pants. But it was all worth it. She finished the race in 3 hours and 7 minutes, beating her personal record by 1:20. So if she would have stopped, she wouldn't have beat her personal record.
Yeah, I mean, it once again, conviction to a sport that I definitely don't have. Any sport, I would have stopped. Football sidelines, the dugout, and playing baseball, even running just a 5K. I would peel off into someone's yard, and I would drop a deuce.
I love how after this went viral, she felt she had to clarify. She's like, look, the headline makes it sound like it was a log. It was not.
It was just a little bit of mess.
Yeah, a little mess, but she finished the race. So, I mean, ever pooped your pants?
Yeah. Literally, what guy I think, if you don't say you don't poop your pants, I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to know you. I poop my pants a bunch of times.
Are you serious?
I don't know.
Is this on a regular here?
Yeah, once a year? Wait, is that too much?
I think so.
When's the last time you pooped your pants?
8 years ago, 8-ish. It was before you were
I'm not talking like a full
No. I know.
Laying the log in there.
I get it. It was
an accident happens.
I trusted a fart I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it was.
Yeah. Sometimes your body absolutely revolts against you. Sometimes because of Taco Bell. Sometimes because of green chilies.
Yes.
But you're telling me you haven't pooped your pants within the last 12 calendar months?
No, I have not.
What's wrong with you?
I don't. I'm regular. I don't know.
I eat a lot of fiber.
I'm good. I'm normal.
I don't know. I don't remember I remember the first time I pooped my pants as an adult.
Okay.
You want me to share that story?
Yeah, go for it.
21 years old. I'm at the bar in Washington, Illinois. I am wearing it's like winter-ish time. I'm wearing a hoodie, quite like I am now. Not this one.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting at the bar with my girlfriend.
Oh no.
She steps away to use the restroom. I, of course, like any guy, had been holding in a fart.
Right.
So she leaves. I'm like, time for this baby to get out. So I fart. Turns out, not a fart. It was a little bit more. I'm wearing plaid boxer shorts. They are soaked.
Oh, no.
It's not a situation. So immediately, very, very swiftly, and there was only a few people at the bar, and no one really sitting close to us because we were playing one of those stupid little machines that take the ladies' clothes off and everything. Yeah. I take my hoodie off, wrap it around my waist, and then I walk into the bathroom, and then I have a panic attack.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what am I going to do? Clean myself up, throw the boxer shorts in the trash can, and then just wear my hoodie around my pants for the rest of the night. No one ever knew.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I got away with it.
Nobody knew?
Well, I was like, I got to call tonight. It's great seeing you.
I left early.
Yeah, I left. I didn't leave early. But, I left.
Did you stay and drink afterwards?
Yeah, I stayed and had a few beers. I was committed to the process, Kotter. The standard is the standard, and I was trying to get a buzz.
Hats off to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's the first time as an adult that I knowingly pooped my pants.
Knowingly.
Yeah. I mean, I could have got drunk and pooped my pants and totally forgot about
it. The last time actually happened here at the radio station.
Where you pooped your pants?
Yes.
Okay.
So it was before you got here. I was sitting in my office.
Of course.
Had to fart.
What time? What time of day is it?
It's during the day.
Set the scene.
2:00 in the afternoon.
Okay. Beautiful day? Rainy?
I don't remember. No, it wasn't rainy because I'll tell you why it wasn't rainy. So I'm sitting in my office and I got a fart. And I'm like, okay, I'll just fart.
Yeah.
And then I farted. I'm like, no, that was more.
Juice is loose.
Yes, yes, it was. I immediately stand up. I walk into the bathroom, realize what happened. I was like, okay, this isn't good. Grabbed a garbage bag, took off the boxers or whatever I was wearing, threw them in that. I covered up and just covered up a little bit with some sort of hoodie or something. I don't know what it was.
Right.
Hopped in my car. Immediately hopped in my car. I'm like, well, I'm not going to stay here now after pooping my pants.
Right.
Hopped in my car, drove all the way home with my butt about 2 inches off my seat because I don't want to.
Yeah, your abs must have been killing you by the end of this process.
I don't want to infect my seat.
Right.
So I'm driving home. I get home, change everything up, take care of business, clean off, come back to work. finish the day.
I wouldn't even come back to work. I would have just called it a day, man.
I didn't tell anybody I was leaving. We had a back door at the time. I literally snuck out the back door.
Yeah, truth of the matter is, I think if you poop your pants, your day's over with. I think everyone should, on the way out, you should just be like, poop my pants. And your boss would be like, see you tomorrow.
With A-Dub, I think we could say that. He will totally understand.
100%.
All right, coming up after 7 o'clock, calls, comments, and texts. How is your pet ridiculously spoiled, or what does your pet do that is extremely picky? We got some great stories. We'll share those next. Kotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
That hour went really long.
That's okay.
The poop your pants bit went a little long. Sorry, guys. Still funny. All right, I got to find that cat story that someone dropped. Who was it? Oh, there it is. Thank you, Simic, for dropping your story. All right, guys, we're going to dive into our question of the day here probably in about 8 minutes, I'm guessing.
Yeah, approximately. Well,
approximately. Damn, you threw approximately out.
A little longer than that.
Okay.
I'm going to get coffee real quick.
Yeah. So once again, our question of the day, it's not about pooping, or maybe it is. It involves your pets. How is your pet ridiculously spoiled, or what does your pet do that is extremely picky? Go ahead and drop in your stories. Hey there. Go ahead and drop in your stories here on the stream, or feel free to call us up here in like 2 minutes once Kotter gets done making his coffee at 1-800-394-1061. If that's all it takes to get out of work, I'm going to poop my pants right now. Do it. I dare you. Was it Adam Sandler said in Billy Madison? You're not cool if you don't poop your pants. Something to the effect of that. It's early still. But appreciate you guys hanging out with us nice and early this morning. Once again, top of the 7 o'clock hour, diving into our question of the day, which is how is your pet ridiculously spoiled, or what does your pet do that is extremely picky? Got great stories on social media last night. So go ahead and share your stories with us if you haven't already. Look at all these. Boom. So yesterday I put it up on the Kotter and Marsh Show Facebook page. If you don't follow us on Facebook, pretty please do so. You only have to do it for like the next 3 weeks, then you can delete the like. Cotter's leaving anyway, that piece of shit. So tomorrow night at like 6:30-ish, I don't know, between like 6:30 and 7, Kotter and I are going to finally be doing the Not Safe for Work, Answer the Internet questions. We talked about doing this as like a Christmas special.
Yes.
But obviously we have to do it a little bit early. So Friday night, we are going to be doing a special live stream right here from the Rock 106.1 studios. And we'd love for you guys to hang out with us. So right around 6:30, 7 o'clock, grab a cocktail because we'll be drinking. And we're going to be hanging out right here in the studio doing a Not Safe for Work, Answer the Internet.
Mm-hmm. Live stream only, not on the air.
Correct, yeah. So we're going to cuss a lot.
Obvious reasons.
Let me turn my camera on. Boom, boom. No one ever questions you when you ring up work and say you're stuck on the toilet after eating something dodgy. You're welcome.
That's a good call. All right, Marshall. So I have this. Were you going to read a card?
No, I wasn't. I was just
okay.
I was just going to say, answer the internet, this game right here.
Yep.
Boom. Like this question. I'll ask a question while I'm here. If you found a porn online of your buddy and his girlfriend, would you watch it? Would you say anything to him?
I'd totally watch it. And it depends on the performance.
Great work in Seattle, 1987.
Yeah, I'd totally watch it.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
An interesting list. It was 10 things that are universally hated by everyone.
Sure.
So let's see if we all hate these 10
The Houston Astros, the Dallas Cowboys. Do I hate Texas?
I hope not. Number 1, loud chewing. Hate loud chewing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's annoying.
You hate it more than I do, I think.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
Number 2, slow walkers. I hate slow walkers.
Mm-hmm.
Just in the airport, earlier or, in beginning October going to Texas, they have one of the airports that I was in have like the moving sidewalks.
Mm-hmm.
You don't stand on the moving sidewalk. You walk on the moving sidewalk. And there was just this guy standing there, and then he would move.
There's a rule. You can actually, the old people can stand off to the right, but to the left, it should be clear so you can walk fast.
Okay. Number 3, group texts with too many people.
Agreed. And if you throw me on a group text of people I don't know, like there's random numbers,
hate it.
I don't want to be your friend anymore.
Number 4, being told to calm down.
Calm down, dude.
Fuck you. Whoa. I know this is your favorite. Talking during movies.
Don't get me started. I've had the worst experiences in the Savannah area, people talking at the movie theaters. It's been the worst. I have to literally drive 30 minutes away from my house to go to a movie theater where someone will possibly shut the fuck up.
Number 6, list that of 10 things everybody hates. People who clip their nails in public.
Who does that?
I don't know. Heathens. Number 7, close talkers.
I don't run into too many close talkers.
But
am I a close talker?
No. But when you do, it's just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because then you'll try to back away, and then they just get closer, and you're like, give me a little room. Number 8, drivers who don't use their turn signals.
Yeah, I'm just so used to it now. Yeah. Driving here, I just expect it.
Number 9, slow internet.
Oh, that's obviously, especially for what we do, which is mostly internet-based. Yeah, I would drive me crazy.
I was yelling at my computer last night, so I have to time out the logs for 2 guys named Chris on Rewind every morning. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I have to insert promos into the commercial breaks just to make sure everything's timed out properly. And it's drag and drop. And what normally takes half second, instantly there, was taking like 30 to 45. And I have to put in maybe 1, 2, sometimes 3 promos per stop set, and there's 3 of them an hour. So it's just like what would have taken me 5 minutes took me 45.
Cool.
And I was yelling at my computer. And finally, number 10 of things everybody universally hates, couples who argue in front of their friends.
Yeah,
that's annoying.
They shouldn't be couples if they're doing that.
That's true.
Have some respect. Fight behind closed doors and have the cops call on you like the rest of us. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you? Interesting list. All right, guys, once again, we're diving into our question of the day. You have that phone call from Tony. Do you want to edit that up?
Yep, I can do that real quick. All right, guys, be right back.
Call. Do you want to do the call the first break?
We can. Do you have a story? Because mine is similar to the last part of hers. So if we just want to keep mine and hers in a separate break,
yeah, that's fine.
Then think that's fine. But yeah, we can play that during the first break.
Sounds good. Morning, Sean. What's up, dude? Did you see Rob's comment? So a slow-walking dude eating a taco real loud while yelling "calm down" to the phone for speech to talk to his missus during a movie. For the win.
Punch them in the face.
Yeah, that person should be set on fire in front of everyone. Yeah, morning, everyone. Got a lively crew today. Wanda says there's a flood advisory until 10 a.m. for us today. Is it raining? It's not even raining. How the hell is there a flood? Okay.
Now that I think about it, I think Rob just described Jake Thompson.
It's true. Rudy says we should all find that someone that looks at us like Marshall looks at his screens. Yeah, that's right.
Intently. With passion.
All right, first break. Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
So I'll go first. You got, I'm guessing, a Facebook story?
Yeah.
All right, and then we'll finish up with the call.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, cool. So, and then break number 2, you'll go first, and then we'll just do back-to-back Facebook stories, and then I'll line into the text line here. Ooh, Mamacita has joined the chat. We just got a lot sexier in the room, everyone. Put a towel over your genitals.
What's up, Mamacita?
Don't let everyone see your swollen genitals because the Mamacita walked in.
Hello, Elaine. Good morning.
It's odd how many times I screamed that during the day to no one. Everyone throw a towel over your genitals.
Are you engorged?
Engorged? Do you use that word in real life? Engorged?
I do.
Does your wife say that to you? Gabriel, is your stuff engorged?
Maybe.
Dewey? It's a little dewdrop? All filled up?
You got about 220.
All right, Dewey, chill out, man. Good old Dewey dewdrop. Sounds like Mac would a word Mac would hate. Engorged? Yeah.
Oh, it's a good call. Yeah, I think so.
So I had to give Mac some shit yesterday.
Okay.
And I sort of feel bad.
Why?
So Mac, she's on the Facebooks and she has the story. She puts up stories every day.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I'm old. So she put one up yesterday where she's like, nap time, and it was her with her eyes closed, pretending to sleep with her dog Scout. So I couldn't help myself, and I replied, did you honestly just take a photo of you fake sleeping for a Facebook post? What the fuck is wrong with you? And she just replied, yup. Good old Mac.
So is Mac a guest on the final show?
Yes, Mac is confirmed a final guest on the final show.
I think we should do the words Mac hates spelling bee.
Oh, I love it.
I think Mac should have to spell all the words she hates.
Yeah, so what we'll do is let's here in a little bit, let's crowdsource all the words that we all know Mac hates, and then we'll write all of them down, and then we'll just do a little spelling bee. So
last day.
Yeah, last day. I think that's great.
We'll use them in sentences multiple times. Give thorough definitions, and just really creep her out one last time.
That'd be perfect, actually. All right, where are we at? Question of the day, boom, 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 and then I'm starting off with my story.
Yep, you got a
Facebook.
Yep, I'm going to tell one from Brandy, then we'll get to Tony's and head to break.
Cool, and then I just need to log into ZipWhip real quick. I feel like Salsa Mark's probably got a story. Salsa Mark, I think, is a dog guy. I think when I met Salsa Mark for the first time, he had a dog with him.
And look at that. Salsa Mark's got a story.
Oh, and he dropped a picture of his dog, too. What's his good boy's name?
Oh, that's fun. Let's see. I don't know if he gives the name. Oh, shoot. We'll be right back. Taking your calls, comments, and texts this morning. How is your pet ridiculously spoiled, or what does your pet do that is extremely picky? Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Kotter and Marshall Show. Get on the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Give us a like, follow, and subscribe. We're taking your calls, comments, and texts this morning. 800-394-1061. How is your pet ridiculously spoiled, or what does your pet do that is incredibly picky?
I knew my dogs were going to be ruined the moment my wife started doing the baby voice to them. I knew they were just going to be whiny little bitches my entire life. And Kotter, that's exactly what has happened. My dogs are little whiny, annoying things in my life, constantly asking me for treats. But my wife has created specific treat times, I guess.
Yeah.
So every morning after breakfast, the dogs get peanut butter. It's peanut butter time. Every night at 9 o'clock, there is also an additional peanut butter time. After dinner, which is, dogs eat like usually around 5 o'clock when we get home from work.
Okay.
The dogs eat, it's carrot time.
Oh.
But my wife just doesn't give them like one carrot. we buy those bags of like baby carrots.
Yeah.
She throws them out like she's going to the strip club and they're $1 bills. I mean, she's just whipping them across the kitchen. And like there's a garden on my kitchen floor.
Right.
And it's carrot time. And then it's just like our dog Loki, he's getting a little older. He started shaking last year when it got wintertime.
Yeah.
Real cold. So now he's got sweaters, and she gets patches, and she puts patches on the sweaters, and she laughs about it. And my dogs are just so spoiled. It's ridiculous. I mean, like literally, I probably spend as much in carrots as I probably do in beer each week. Like, I mean, like we go through a bag of baby, like the giant one from Sam's Club, like almost 1.5 of them per week. Because once again, like going to the strip club, she throws out baby carrots like they're $1 bills. Boom, boom. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. So my dogs.
How are your dogs not 1,200 pounds?
I don't know. And then the worst thing they do is they tell me when to go to bed every night.
What?
So once it gets about 10 o'clock, my dog Jax, who's a min pin, will go around the house and like patrol. He'll leave the couch sleeping where we're all kind of watching TV. He'll start patrolling, and then he'll come over and just bark at us and whine. He's like, it's bedtime now.
Yeah.
You should go to bed because I want to go to bed. And then if we say no, he will literally grumble, walk to his cage, and then just like throw himself in there like very loudly so he knows how mad he is at us. It's just, they're spoiled. They're the worst. They're the absolute worst.
So how is your pet ridiculously spoiled, or what does it do that is extremely picky? 800-394-1061. Call, comment, and text. Brandy hit us up on the Facebook page. She said Skeeter has to be hand-fed. Skeeter.
Wow.
Has to be hand-fed every day. He's 21 years old.
Hand-fed? Does he doesn't have any teeth?
He has one tooth left.
Oh, does she baby bird him?
She's no. But I found out that when I realized he was swallowing his hard food whole without chewing, we had to swap something up. So we went to canned wet food, but he wasn't used to it, and he didn't know what to do. He just licked it and like smushed it on a plate. Wasn't really eating anything. I thought he didn't like it, but I couldn't let him keep swallowing the hard food whole, so I started to hand feed him, and he loved it. He ate all of it from my hand. Now, I'm stuck doing it several times a day. But if you don't put it in his mouth just so, it falls out.
Oh.
He gets mad, and he walks away.
I honestly thought she was baby birding her dog, like she was crunching up the hard food and spitting into her dog's mouth. And then I was about to call somebody.
Thankfully, it didn't get that weird. All right, we got a call from Tony letting us know how her pet is spoiled.
Okay, so my pet is spoiled because not only does she have to have fresh pig ears, not like those fried ones, but I have to go to the Asian market and get fresh pig ears, and then I will barbecue them for her because they digest better. She's picky about her apples. Like when we eat apples, we always end up giving her like part of the core. And if it is a Brayburn or a Honeycrisp, she won't eat it because she doesn't like them.
She likes pink ladies. I understand that.
She loves a pink lady. That's one of her favorites.
Okay.
Most
and
dudes
then
do.
If it's raining, she will not go outside unless you have an umbrella to cover over her so that she can do her business.
Have you ever put a trash bag on your dog and just kicked them out the front door?
You know I have, and it didn't work.
How is your pet ridiculously spoiled, or what do they do that is extremely picky? Hit us up, call, comment, and text. 800-394-1061. More of your stories coming up after Papa Roach. Here's Kill the Noise, Rock 1061.
I just realized I love how we can switch topics on a dime. I mean, we just talked about pooping our pants for like a good 10 minutes, and now we're doing like the most wholesome call-in I think we've ever done.
Let's talk about your pets.
All right, so I've got a story from Lauren Wolverton, our good friend Lauren, who is also confirmed to come in on your last day.
Oh, good.
Lauren will be stopping in,
good.
But I got one from her and her mom. Both I think are pretty good, so I was going to bring those up.
All right, so I'll share mine. You want to share both of those?
Yeah, and then you got one to wrap up.
Yeah, I'll find one here.
Just from the stream, Wanda said, Marshall, our cat does the same thing as your dog. She meows if we don't move fast enough to bed. Then she'll lie down on the floor and rolls around trying to get someone's attention. Yeah, my dog Jax, he's a little tiny red min pin, and he's just a big ass baby back bitch, and he knows this. I tell him it all the time. I tell him I love him too, but he just he does this thing where he'll like, I think it's like second nature for min pins to kind of, because they were supposed to be like hunting dogs or like patrol dogs. So like he'll like walk the house, and then he'll just sit in the kitchen, like the kitchen-ish area, and just kind of whine a couple times.
Right.
And we're like, Jax, just go to bed. And he'll come into the living room. He'll look at us like amped, like he just like snorted a line of cocaine, like shaking his tail. And we're like, just go to bed. He'll be like, brah, brah, brah. And then and we're like, go to bed. It's 9 o'clock. And he's just like, fine. And like he like whips his body into the cage. Like you hear it bounce against the wall. Like, man, bitch, you little bitch.
All right, I'm going to share one. I think Lindsay shared like 4 stories.
Lindsay, I think, is a big time cat lady, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to share the one with actually has her cat's name in it. Unfortunately, this cat is no longer with us. So it's sad, but
rest in peace, Kitty.
Great story and a great name for this cat.
Just a heads up, everyone. Special surprise unboxing. Member of the Horde reached out to me. I think it was what's today? Thursday?
Yeah,
it was like Sunday. They reached out to me Sunday. They're like, hey, we want to get Kotter a going away present. Will you open up live on live stream? And I said, absolutely. Amazon tried to deliver it here like 3 times.
Nobody's here.
They tried to deliver it at like 5:30 each day. So
right.
But yesterday they just literally threw it at the door and left. So
they gave up.
I asked Tony Starter Kia actually came out and threw the package in the door.
Nice.
So thank you, Tony and Kia. But we're going to officially open that package right after trivia today.
Okay.
So right after trivia, coming up here soon, we are going to open this, and then we will bequeath upon you, fun word, your gift.
All right, be right back. How is your pet ridiculously spoiled, or what does your pet do that is extremely picky? You can call, comment, and text this morning looking for those stories about your pets. How are they picky? How are they spoiled? So when we got our dog, Mr. Blonde, we were told by the person that had him previously, because we got him through One Love Animal Rescue, so he was being fostered.
Right.
They're like, look, he will not go outside to do his business unless somebody goes with him. I'm like, no, that can't be true. He's like, no.
Your dog needs to like have his hand held to go poop.
So we get the dog. He's housebroken, so that's a plus. He'll go to the door. That's awesome. But when you opened it, he'd look at you, and he'd be like, you first. I ain't going out.
He's a gentleman. After you, sir.
That's true. And he would stand there until you walked out. So I'd walk out the door. He'd follow me. I'd stand there. He'd do his business. So eventually I'm like, this has got to stop. So the first few times, it's like, open the door. He'd look up. I'd walk out. I'd walk right back in. And then he would just go, this ain't right. And he'd turn and he'd start hitting the door. I was like, you ain't out here, man. What are you doing? So we finally broke him of it. But it took several months. And he's a dog. He wants to go out all the time, whether he's going to do his business or not.
Yeah.
So he'd scratch at the door, and you'd open it, and he'd be like, looking up. I ain't going out, and you go out. So it's like you had to go out every damn time. We've also got 3 cats. We've got Lady Cat, Lady Katrina. She is the most adventurous of our cats. She actually comes downstairs. So just to tell you how spoiled these cats are, I have a hole in right at my steps that goes up to the upstairs, and then I have 3 cat steps or shelves in my living room that we built, so the cats can come down through this hole and have places to sit downstairs away from the dog.
You built your cats their own staircase to come downstairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right next to our actual staircase. And Lady Cat will come down, and she'll come down to the bottom step if we're sitting there watching TV, but she won't come all the way down. So my wife sits closest to the steps on the couch. She'll just sit there and be like, meow, meow. And Dana looks up, sits there, meow. And finally it's, I mean, she gets mad. It's like, come get me. I'm not coming down myself.
Wow.
So Dana has to walk over, but she can't just grab her. She's got to turn her back to the cat. The cat hops on her shoulder like a parrot.
Wow.
And then is carried over to the couch that way. Lady Cat's a little prissy.
I couldn't tell. Wow. All right. Well, once again, guys, our question of the day is, how is your pet ridiculously spoiled, or what does your pet do that is extremely picky? Now, Carolyn chimed in on the Kotter and Marsh Show Facebook page, which you should like, obviously, and she chimed in with this little nugget. She goes, we have to grill filet mignon on the 1st of every month to put in Finn's flea and tick medicine. It's the only way he'll take it. We've tried everything else. He has us well trained. Filet mignon. I don't even eat filet mignon.
I mean, really? Nothing. I mean, how many things did you try, do you think, before they got to filet mignon? Because, I mean, that's obviously not like choice 2.
Yeah, I mean, this is a dog, too, so immediately like peanut butter.
Yeah.
There's no dog on this planet that doesn't not like peanut butter, only eat whatever's inside of peanut butter.
The best creation for pets, pill pockets.
What?
It's just like a treat. You put the pill right in it, you smush it closed, you give them the treat, boom, done. Pill pockets are the best thing.
Well, filet mignon apparently is the best thing for them. Now, Lauren Wolverton, our good close personal friend there, she chimed in as well. She goes, my cat is so spoiled and lazy that he won't jump up on the ledge to eat his food. Instead, he'll sit there and meow until I come pick him up and set him next to the bowl. I've ruined him.
Oh, that's good. Call, comment, and text. How is your pet spoiled, or how are they picky? Lindsay hit us up with several stories, but we're going to go with this one. She calls this cat, my son, my child, my baby boy, Oatmeal, Otis, Million, Oliver, Garfield, Growl Tiger, Snitzel Fritz.
What are those?
That's the cat's name. Oatmeal, Otis, Million, Oliver, Garfield, Growl Tiger, Snickle Fritz.
I love Lindsay, and I love that she's a member of the Horde and loves our show. Is she a serial killer? Cotter, should we block her, dude? Is she a serial killer?
I ain't gonna lie.
If you name your pet more than one name, I am worried about my life in your presence.
I've got a dog named Mr. Blonde.
That's fine.
My one cat is Sir Lucas.
That's a surname and a real name.
I've got Sir Lucas Mustachio.
I'm just saying.
I don't know. I love this name.
Pet names like that, I'm terrified of.
Anyway, he hated being wet, so if he got outside and it started to rain, he'd come crying at the door. I'd have to wrap him in a towel. He demanded to be carried everywhere, and he would not go to sleep without somebody in bed. He had a special meow for me that sounded exactly like him saying mama, and could find me no matter where I was in the house.
Yep, serial killer. If the moment your cat starts literally talking to you, like you hear your name from your cat's mouth, you may be a serial killer.
How is your pet ridiculously spoiled, or what did they do that is extremely picky? More of your stories up next. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Ooh, good Lord, Lindsay. I love Lindsay, too. She's great. She usually chimes in on the second half of the show every day.
Yeah.
But good Lord.
I love the name.
I am terrified. What's the name again?
Oatmeal Otis, Million Oliver, Garfield, Growl Tiger, Snickle Fritz.
Nope. That person's a serial killer. I don't care what you guys say. It's straight up serial killer. She's like that meme of that girl who's just like wide-eyed. I'd love for you to take me out on a date. Ooh. No thanks. All right, guys. Once again, special unboxing from Horde member. I'll go ahead and say it's from Horde member Elaine. That's going to happen here in like 20-ish minutes. As soon as we get done with trivia, as soon as Cotter gets done editing trivia, where we have like a good 10 minutes, 15 minutes of like downtime, we're going to do a little unboxing. Elaine got Cotter a little going away present, so. We'll get into that here in just a little bit. Also, we announced yesterday, we put it up on the Kotter and Marsh Show Facebook page. Once again, please follow us, at least for the next 3 weeks, then unfollow us, because it doesn't matter anymore. But we're doing a special live streaming event this coming Friday, 6:30-ish p.m. Cotter and I are going to crack a couple beers, maybe some cocktails. You know what? Let's go fancy. Let's do cocktails, man. You want to do that?
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, let's do White Russians.
Yeah.
Okay. White Russian night part 2. So we'll do some White Russians. So everyone, please drink White Russians at home. And we are going to do a special not safe for work, Answer the Internet. So Answer the Internet's just a game we played right at the beginning of the show, kind of to fill time, because we didn't know how to fill time on a live stream before we started this. And we have a bunch of questions we didn't think we could ask. So we're going to do all of them.
So here's how spoiled my cats are. Back to the hole that I have in my stairs that leads to the cat steps. So we're obviously getting the house ready to sell. We painted our bedroom. We're getting the carpets clean. We're boxing everything up to make the house look presentable for, potential buyers. We are keeping the cat steps, and we will fix it. If they come in and it's like, that's got to go, we'll fix it before we sell the house.
Right.
But we're keeping them in there for when people, because the cat's got to have a place to go.
Sure.
So,
that makes sense.
It does. But of all the weird things in our house, if you're not a cat person, that's weird.
It is kind of a strange thing to walk into. Yeah.
I mean, if you're a cat person, you're like, oh, that's cool. All right, cool. But if you're not a cat person, it's kind of bizarre.
Rhett says, is the not safe for work? Yeah, it'll be everywhere we stream. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I think on the event invite that I just put our Twitch channel because a majority of people do just watch us on Twitch. But we actually got a couple new followers just yesterday, too, on Twitch. And we hit an all-time number on Twitch viewers just the other day as well. So I love Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, thank you very much.
Is Rob still around? Every time Rob gets on, we get off the stream, and I always remember, Rob, how did you find us?
Rob from New Zealand?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We never actually asked. Rob, how'd you find us? I'm just curious. Thank you for finding us. Appreciate it, man.
All right, guys, so we're in commercials right now on Rock 106.1. We're going to come back. We're going to wrap up our call-in segments, or our question of the day segment, with how ridiculously spoiled your pets are. And then after that, we'll go right into trivia. Today, once again, another twofer when it comes to prizes. Joe Bonamassa and Alice Cooper tickets. We're giving away as a twofer. All you got to do is play trivia against one of us.
All right, so how do you want to do this here?
Let's see. How much time do we have before we go into break?
We've got another almost 5 minutes.
Oh, Rob commented. He goes, while at work, I just type something like guitar and use the live filter, and then I just look at the list and go for it.
Oh, nice. That's cool. Thanks, man.
Thanks for going for it, bro. Thanks for diving in with us. So I'm sure the first thing you were looking for was morning show in Savannah, Georgia.
Very specific search.
Sorry, I'm just going over stories here for... God, Lindsay did drop... She dropped in 4 stories. Holy shit. And they're like paragraphs.
Yeah, they're all girthy.
They're all engorged with details. Tony says, cool guy bracket up for today. Should be Kotter. Shouldn't when's the first one go up?
7:30.
7:30. Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
About 4 minutes.
Yeah, a couple minutes. The matchups today for the Cool Guy tournament, just so you know, are Betty White versus Matthew McConaughey and Corey Taylor of Slipknot fame versus the one and only Danny DeVito. So that is our third day of round 1 action for our Cool Guy tournament. Rob says, I actually think I may have been looking for a song title. Actually, now that I think about it, I've been drunk, not sure.
It's the best way to watch our show, so I respect that.
Sorry, guys, we're just going over all of the content. I had like an entire different page that I didn't go over.
Yeah, I'm going to read social marks.
I'm going to read Janet's about her dog, Koo.
Okay.
And then Jody has a weird one as well about a squirrel. Yeah, I'll just do those two. So I'll do Janet and Jody.
Okay.
So do you have one extra one, or do you just want to do those three?
Let me see.
And once again, guys, our next break, we're going right into Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout trivia?
No, I think that's fine. If you want to do one, I'll do Mark's, and then you can wrap it up.
One, Mark. Yep. Okay, gotcha.
Did you have two?
Yeah, I'll finish on Squirrel. I think the Squirrel one's fun. So we'll do Janet, your story, and then Jody. Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, with Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout trivia, we'll have Alice Cooper and Joe Bonamassa tickets. Just be the first person to call in when we say, and you'll win both. Then you'll play trivia against one of us. Kotter, I think you played like 3 times in a row. Yeah. So Kotter's had definitely a run. And that's totally fine. I got like 4 games, like more games already set. So feel free to just take Kotter on the rest of the run. I don't care. I got my 50 burger. I feel great with 50 wins. I think we broke out. We win about 80% of the time on the show, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We also have the question of the day wrapping up here in a second, and then just after trivia, little hoard gift.
I'm excited.
We're going to be opening up for Kotter here.
If it's a dildo, I'm going to question whoever got that for me.
It definitely sounds like a dildo.
Well, it's like in a box, like it could be a long, skinny.
It's very dildo-ish.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. It's small for your comfort.
Thank you. I appreciate them looking out for me like that. All right, we'll be right back, guys. How is your pet spoiled, or what do they do that is extremely picky? Taking your calls, comments, and text. Big thanks to everybody who's participating this morning. Some great stories about your spoiled and or picky pets.
Yeah, so Janet Hing chimed in on our Facebook page. She goes, "You're in my spot. My dog Koo has his own spot on the couch, and no one else can sit there." When a dog kind of like sets the standard inside of your household that he's the boss like that, I mean, it just, I think it's a breaking of the spirit. Like you have to allow your dog to realize that he's the alpha in the relationship to allow something to the effect of this. Now, Janet goes on to say he will come and sit on you or stand in front of you and stare at you with his foot on you until you move out of a spot on the couch.
That's awesome.
That's some alpha stuff.
Yeah, that really is.
Yeah.
I guess it could be worse. He could just pee on you. Salsa Mark hit us up. He said, my pet is so spoiled in so many ways. She's got 3 beds, and I've got less than a 1,000 square foot house. When I go to work in the morning, she gets a bone and 4 or 5 cookies. When I get home, we go for a walk. She gets treats when we go out for the walk. When we get back for the walk, she stands in front of me until I give her 2 more bones. And if I try to give her anything else, she absolutely refuses. But then he says, however, this dog has kept me sane. Being a service dog, she is my world.
There you go.
Cool stuff from Salsa Mark.
Dogs are the best. All right, let's do one more story, and we'll wrap it up for the day, and we'll jump into some trivia. We're giving away some awesome prizes, Kotter. Once again, our question of the day was, how is your pet ridiculously spoiled, or what does your pet do that is extremely picky? Jody chimed in on the Facebook page. She goes, I had a pet squirrel.
What?
Which is the first of everyone has cats and dogs. This is the first squirrel story we had on the Facebook page. She goes, I had a pet squirrel who refused to eat anything local. No small acorns or anything common. He would only eat walnuts, Brazil nuts, hazelnuts, or pistachios.
Sounds like a bougie squirrel.
This is the bougiest squirrel of all time. He had like he probably had a little scarf.
A monocle?
Yeah, a little monocle. Top hats. Would judge you like from across the room, would just shake its little head everything you did. Like, oh, you're too much salt, Janet. Too much salt, Jody.
Oh, thanks everybody who contributed. Those are some great stories today, guys. All right, are you smarter than a community college dropout? Who wants to take us on? Marshall, got great stuff to give away again.
We do. Joe Bonamassa is going to be playing at the Savannah Civic Center early December. Then Alice Cooper is going to be playing the Johnny Mercer Theater in early February. If you want both sets of tickets, call in right now, 1-800-394-1061.
Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Next, Rock 1061. All right, whoever's there, just give me a second here. Hold on 1 second. We'll be right there.
Yeah, just one more second. Here's
One more
some seconds.
Here's more seconds.
And
All right, here we go.
okay.
All right, who's this?
It's Tony. Good
Hey,
morning.
Tony, what's going on?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Fantastic. Who do you want to take on today?
Marshall. He's getting lazy.
Okay. He's getting lazy. I like it. 7 questions, 60 seconds. Your time will start as soon as I finish question number 1. If you don't know the answer to a question, feel free to pass. We got time at the end. We will come back to it. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, question number 1. What year did Michael Jordan win his first championship with the Chicago Bulls? Was it 91 or 92?
91.
That is correct. How many chambers does a human heart have?
4.
Correct. What is the name of the town where SpongeBob SquarePants lives?
Pass.
In what city was JFK assassinated?
Dallas.
Correct. Which album came out first, Alice in Chains' Dirt or Red Hot Chili Peppers' Sugar Blood Sex Magic?
Sugar Blood Sex Magic.
That is correct. Based on land size, what is the largest continent?
Asia.
Correct. In the United Kingdom, what is the day after Christmas called?
Boxing Day.
That is correct. Back to question 3. You've got 18 seconds. What's the name of the town where SpongeBob SquarePants lives for a perfect score?
Oh, my God. He lives in a pineapple under the sea.
He does.
I don't know.
Got 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Make it count.
The crabs. I don't know.
Oh, no.
Damn it,
Time's
I don't
up.
know.
Time's up, Marshall. Tony, so close to running the table. She got 6 out of 7. All right, Tony, hang tight. We'll be back to you. She flew through this. She passed on question 3. She had 10 seconds to come back and try to figure it out.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Here we go. 7 questions,
What a
60
loss
seconds.
in the column.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. In what year, what year did Michael Jordan win his first championship with the Bulls? Was it 91 or 92?
91.
That is correct. How many chambers does a human heart have?
4.
What's the name of the town where SpongeBob SquarePants lives?
Bikini Bottom.
That is correct.
Yes.
In what city was JFK assassinated?
Dallas.
That is correct. Which album came out first, Alice in Chains' Dirt or Red Hot Chili Peppers' Sugar Blood Sex Magic?
I think it was the Chili Peppers.
That is correct. Based on land size, what is the largest continent?
Asia.
That is correct. For the perfect score and the win. Question 7. In the United Kingdom, what is the day after Christmas called?
How much time do I got?
You've got 15 seconds. You got plenty of time. Work it out. Think about.
I think it's
Back-to-back perfect days, man.
I think it's just it's like that. It's Boxing Day, right?
That is correct.
Suck it, Tony! For the win! For the win!
Congratulations, Marshall.
Thank you.
I hate
Thank you. Good game. Good game.
All right, Tony. We'll get you. We'll take care of it. You know the deal. So we've got you covered.
Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Tony. Talk to you later.
Bye.
All right. We'll quickly go over the correct answers. That's
Why? I said them all, Kotter.
It's back-to-back perfect days. Me than you. Well played. Well played. Michael Jordan won his first championship with the Bulls in 1991. The human heart has 4 chambers. SpongeBob SquarePants, the one question Tony couldn't answer, lives in Bikini Bottom. JFK assassinated in Dallas. Alice in Chains' Dirt came out September 29th, 1992. Sugar Blood Sex Magic came out like 3 weeks previous, September 4th, September 4th, 1991, so a year sooner.
Mm-hmm.
Based on land size, Asia is the largest continent, and Boxing Day is the day after Christmas. We'll be back. Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah. We'll be back tomorrow. Another round of Are You Smarter Than Community College Dropout? 7:30, your chance to win. Coming up top of the 8 o'clock hour, we continue our Cool Guys Tournament. Kotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1. Yeah, I thought today was a Friday for a second. Got really excited.
Me too. All right. Kotter's going to add that up. We'll be right back. All right, guys, back on the live stream. Thanks for hanging out while Kotter was editing up Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia? And just so you guys know, this was our fancy new look for the show. I was working on it until Kotter decided he was going to leave, and then I stopped working on it. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to use it. I worked on it at least a little bit. I might as well. I spent too much time trying to figure out certain camera angles. I'm like, screw this. I'm going to use it anyway. So there you go. Get more of us. We fill your screen. More of the sexiness. We could almost get in one full nipple of Kotter. Almost. Tony goes, hat trick tomorrow if you guys go a 7 out of 7. It's true.
That is.
No pressure. I think.
Make it really easy.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me look at my questions for you tomorrow. Sandy goes, oh, damn. I totally got caught up in y'all this morning. Now I'm running late.
Oh, sorry. It happens.
We have that effect on the latest. All right, so coming up in the 8 o'clock hour today, guys, we're going to go over our Cool Guy tournament. Then we have Quizzed in the Face, another edition of Did You Say That? So it'll be really easy. What we're going to do is I'm going to read Kotter a quote from the time we spent together on the air. It could be all the way back from the work release program when we did afternoons or yesterday. So obviously quite a time span of time we spent together on the radio. And I'm going to give him quotes of certain things that him or I have said, and he's just going to let me know if he or I said it.
And I think it's funny because I think I forgot the thing that I said, or one of us said the day previous, yet I got the one right that was said on the work release program 3 years ago. With my memory, that makes no sense.
Which actually is on par for,
maybe.
you.
Yeah.
All right, but once again, got a fun-filled hour in the 8 o'clock hour today. And also remember, Friday, we're doing the Not Safe for Work edition of Answer the Internet at 6:30. So if you're just hanging around the house on Friday, please join us. We're going to spend an hour or so kind of just going over all the questions we didn't get to. It may last longer, maybe shorter, I don't know. But it'll be close to-ish an hour.
Cool.
All right, let's get to it, Kotter.
All right.
So Elaine from the Horde, Elaine the biker.
Oh, thank you, Elaine.
She hit me up on Sunday, and she said, hey, I want to get Kotter something on his way out. Can I send it to the radio station, and will you open it live on live stream? And I said, absolutely, Elaine. Not a problem. So Amazon tried to deliver it like 3 days in a row. They refused to deliver it. And then yesterday, they literally just threw it on our front door. No one was here to get it because they tried to deliver it at like 5 o'clock, and everyone's gone here at the radio station at that point because we're still kind of half working at home. And I had the fine people over at a Perfect Touch Massage stop by, grab it, throw it in the door. So here it is. So, Kotter, this is from Elaine.
Okay.
So let's just open it up. This is from Viper Tech.
Okay.
Viper Tech. You ready to open it?
I'm ready.
All right.
That is one fancy dildo.
Yeah, it's the finest of dildos.
I love it.
And according to this, it's pink. So
I like that even more.
Right, so just opening the box. There that is. Oh, there's some tape. Hold on. Let me, again, just a very nondescript box after the Viper Tech. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's see. Once again, a member of the Horde, Elaine, got Kotter a little present. We're just going to do kind of a live unboxing as I absolutely tear up this box.
Jab yourself in the chest with the scissors. Thankfully, they're preschool scissors. We won't hurt ourselves.
Okay, here it is. Here it is. We're opening it.
Come with, as long as it's got lube, I'm fine.
Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. So here's the operating manual. We'll get to that here in a minute.
4D batteries.
Here is the case.
I think
it's a beautiful black case.
I think I know where this is headed. I don't like this, Elaine. I take back my thank you.
Comes in a nice little condom.
I take back.
But there it is. There it is. This is a beautiful.
Let me see this.
Beautiful flashlight.
Oh.
Is it that?
Talk about scaring the piss out of me. I wasn't ready for that.
It's a flashlight taser.
That is. Oh my Lord.
So
that's intimidating.
That is very intimidating. So you got to take that with you to the fine city of Austin.
Now I can run around Austin and feel safe.
Yeah.
Anybody gets close? Oh my Lord, that just sounds so frightening.
Greg says, quick, tase Marshall.
Oh no, that's pretty awesome. Thank you, Elaine. That's funny as
it's
shit.
incredible.
That's awesome.
It's incredible. Rhett goes, you're on poop knife.
Oh no, thank you very much, Elaine. That's amazing.
Melissa,
Oh, my
Melissa
Lord.
goes, I love the kitty scissors. Yeah, it's the only thing they allow me to have here at the radio station. I don't know why. This is the only pair of scissors we have in the studio.
My wife's
Can I see this again?
preschool students got bigger scissors than those.
All right.
You have to flip it up twice to arm it.
Oh,
Right?
all right. This sounds badass. What if it arced? All right, so how do you
Rhett
turn
says,
this?
take a hit from it.
Oh, okay, so one up for the flashlight, and
Yeah.
then
2 and it's armed. That sounds frightening.
2 to arm it.
Look at that.
Dude, you're gonna mess some people up inside. You're not gonna touch me, Mr. Robber.
Then they just bust out their gun and shoot me.
Oh, you got a gun? Have you noticed this pink flashlight?
Can you get closer? Can you stand within a foot from me, please, sir?
Sir, come here. I'm gonna flash you in the eyes and blind you. It's a very powerful flashlight. That's real nice. And then, of course, there's the taser part. There you go. So, Elaine the biker.
Elaine, thank you very much, Elaine.
What a one-of-a-kind gift.
Oh, that's
absolutely
awesome.
amazing.
That's that legit made me jump.
It's on camera. I know.
What the hell?
Did you know it was a taser? Did you know it or no? Did you know that was the flashlight taser?
No, I was dumb and didn't even think of it.
Yeah, because we brought it up last week.
Oh yeah, we talked about it. We saw the picture of it.
Yeah. Good old Viper Tech. There you go. There's the box there.
Right.
You know,
Thank you, Elaine.
Take it home. See, that's something. Some people give you books.
Yeah,
Other
right?
people give you flashlight tasers.
That's true.
Who likes you more? Who likes you more? All right, that's a good question.
Thank you very much, Elaine. Thank you. That's awesome.
And I think Elaine said it was like $22. So if you want yours, go buy one. It's on Amazon somewhere. Sean says I need to get another Minnesota box, maybe some Minnesota beer, so that I had more time to get that box together. Sean, I've completely failed you. I have a bunch of stuff for you that's put together.
Duke's mayonnaise for you.
Cotter bought you the largest
Look at that
tub of mayonnaise. I'm like, Cotter, it's gonna cost like $27 to ship this. I'm like, what do you do? Get a small one.
He's here in December. Just give it to him.
I'm good. No, I'm going to. One of the reasons why I haven't put together a box is because you gave me a tub of mayonnaise, which I'm sure is going to be great when it's like 7,000 degrees when I ship it. By the way, I forgot the numbers for trivia. 76.5%. It's no 69. And I agree, Greg. You guys are like children playing with it for the sound. It is incredible. Mac is requesting chips, Sean, if you didn't notice when she said chips with 27 eyes. Rhett says, you're a pussy, Cotter. Do it.
No. I know. You can call me anything you want. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
I love it.
It scares me just sitting over there by me.
Why is that the thing that is emotionally breaking you?
I don't know. I don't know.
You say yes to almost any dumb like.
I mean, look at that. It's scary.
It won't. It's a flashlight taser. It's not even like a real taser.
I'm sure it's gonna give you.
Technically, how about this? It's only half a taser.
It's half a taser.
Yeah. Rob goes, it might be a new poop your pants story at work.
It's true.
Dude, think about this. I'll give you the rest of the show off if you get tased and poop your pants. Dude, literally, you only have to do a couple hours of work today and you get the rest of the day off? You're telling me getting tased isn't worth that?
Andrew, we'll forgive you for leaving if you do it, Cotter. We deserve this.
I think it's a group. Hold on. Let me see it again. I'm not going to tase you. It'd be very difficult to tase you from across the table. Once again, beautiful pink flashlight. You got a little button here. You got to press up for the flashlight, then up, and then. It's an incredible gift. It feels it's very sturdy.
Yeah, it does.
Very
It's not cheaply made.
Yeah, and it's got like a little plug-in back here so you can power up your taser. You know what's going to be funny is you are going to get attacked in Austin, Texas, and you're going to pull that out, and you're like, you son of a bitch, I got you so good, and it's going to be dead. Marshall told me to plug it in every 3 days. I deserve this. Oh, man. That is funny. Great gift, Elaine.
Yeah, that's good.
If anyone else wants to mail Kotter a gift, it's 401 Mall Boulevard, Suite 101D.
You do not have to mail me.
Mail it directly to me, and if they're good, I'm just going to keep them. And then Rob says you can't be angry at not getting a dildo, though. So
That's true.
yeah. Or are you? How many dildos do you own?
You know what? The normal amount of dildos.
Every American should have 1.5 dildos in their house.
I'm above average.
Oh, I've heard about how much sex you don't have. I know there's many more dildos in your house than 1.5.
Okay, I'll be right back.
You guys honestly should mail us a bunch of dildos, and then on the last day of the show, I'll open all the dildos. Hold on. I'll find the cheapest dildo on Amazon. Yeah, I get paid for this. So in case you're wondering. Hold on. Gonna go on. Oh, good Lord. $17. Oh, here's one. Oh, man. This is incredible. So in case you guys want to get in on, I know it's a one-time fee. Just imagine all the laughs you've had with us. It's a very large link. Jesus Christ. I didn't realize it would be that big. That's what she said. Hit the link and purchase it and then send it to the radio station, 401 Ball Boulevard, Suite 101D, and then we'll open up all your packages. It'll be great. She came up with a really great idea. Don't look at the live stream right now.
Don't look at the live stream?
Don't look at the live stream. You're banned from the live stream until people start commenting again and make that comment go away. But you know, in case you want to help the show out, we'll do that. We'll do that on the last day. We'll have a good laugh about it. No, Rudy, don't change the narrative. Do not send them to his new station.
Oh God,
the
no,
station
please,
right here.
Please don't send anything to the new station. I don't know if I trust any of you.
Everyone says, do random messages. It makes it go up, and everyone's just going, hi, la, 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 hello. All right, hold on. A few more, guys. A few more. Let's drop in a couple more messages. Just so you know, Kotter, you're looking nice today.
I know, that's a lie.
Tony says, good morning. Sean goes, move along, comment. Blah, blah, blah. Stop looking at me. Okay. Kotter, you could probably start looking.
Can I look?
You can look at the live stream again. I think you're good. There's just like 1,000 messages coming in.
Being random. Stop looking at me. Blah, blah, blah. Morning back. Kotter can't see those messages, so keep commenting.
Okay, perfect. Okay. We're cool, guys. We're cool. Don't you dare scroll up, you son of a bitch. Don't you ruin it.
Oh, no.
But anyway,
this is the most action the stream has ever gotten. I don't know what's going on.
But anyway,
oh my God,
go ahead, hit that link, spend $10 if you got Amazon Prime, free shipping, and then ship it to the radio station. I want a mountain of them.
I don't trust any of you.
You shouldn't. Rob says, random story. I just read a guy in Brazil ran away from a swarm of bees, jumped in water to get away, drowned, and got eaten by piranhas.
That is a shitty day.
Rob is so drunk right now. When you're looking for that, what is Rhett typing? SHLKIO. I'm so dumb.
I know. It's too much work.
It's so much work. All right, guys, you did your job. Thank you so much. Okay, so coming up here in the 8 o'clock hour, as we move in to the 8 o'clock hour, Cool Guy Tournament. Actually, speaking of, I'll go ahead and drop in the link for the Cool Guy Tournament. Have you updated it yet or no?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So my wife heard us talking about the spoiled pets when I was talking about Lady Cat needing to be carried to the couch.
Yeah.
My wife said, she's not spoiled, she's entitled.
All right, guys, so I just dropped the link for the Cool Guy Tournament happening with us, the morning show here at Rock 106.1. Currently, the tournament is going kind of...
I didn't upload it. Give me a second.
Oh, it's kind of going the way we thought. Number 1 seed Ryan Reynolds beat out Guy Fieri. He got 7 votes, though. Well, 7-ish votes. But it was pretty much a shellacking as number 1, Ryan Reynolds moves into the second round of our Cool Guy Tournament. Robert Downey Jr. also... 100% dominated Stephen Colbert in that round 1 matchup we had a couple days ago. So Robert Downey Jr. has moved into our second round. Now, yesterday, we had 2 different matchups. We did have, let's see, what was Dave Grohl, which is a number 2 seed, facing off against Seth Rogen, a number 15 seed. And then we also had Keanu Reeves, a number 2 seed, taking on John C. Reilly, also a number 15 seed. So we'll reveal who won those tournament rounds, and then we'll also bring up our next 2. Now, one of them has already gone up, which is the Matthew McConaughey Betty White, and it is predominantly Betty White.
Oh, 100%. I think it's 100%.
And then our other round matchup we'll talk about on the air as well. So once again, if you haven't checked it out, hit the link, and check it out. And then make sure to vote over at our Facebook page.
I don't know if I want to call my shot, say Betty White's going to win this thing, but I think she might be the front runner.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's honestly a good chance, now that I kind of look at it, Betty White versus Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I like that matchup.
It could be Betty versus Keanu for the coolest guy / gal. Are we saying in the land, in history?
Yeah,
we can't say in history because we didn't include dead people.
We didn't allow dead people.
Modern day cool guy.
He's the coolest guy or gal.
We should make an award.
And send it to him?
No, we won't send it to him, but they can come get it.
Yeah.
What should the award be?
I don't know. But we can message them and say, you've been voted the coolest person, coolest guy. Please feel free to stop by the studio, 401 Boulevard, Savannah, Georgia, and pick up your award.
What's the best? Okay, guys, let's figure this out. What's a really cool trophy? What's like a really cool trophy? Like a sword? Like a samurai sword? That's a cool trophy, right?
Yeah.
What else? What else is a cool trophy?
Samurai sword. Betty White, we bestow upon you the samurai sword.
Dude, samurai swords are sick.
No, I know.
Have you ever seen a samurai sword and not want to pick it up?
No, you always want to pick it up.
Nunchucks. Nunchucks are also sick, dude. How about Rob says pre-drunken beer award? Send them the empties. A flashlight taser. Rhett, also a great idea. No, how will Kotter protect himself?
Oh, he'd send a different one.
Okay. Flashlight ooh, it would be sick.
Still gets me every time.
How about this? We'll autograph the trophy.
Yeah.
So it's one of a kind. We'll slap a Kotter and Marshall sticker on it. And then we'll scribble it on a Sharpie, and it'll say, cool guy.
I like it.
Rudy says an ice cube, for being cool. Yeah. Flashlight taser.
Yeah.
Marlene says. Brett also says flashlight taser.
We got about 4 minutes.
Sunglasses with writing on them. Ooh, that's a good idea.
I like that.
Any other trophy ideas, guys? Right now, I think the leading... Do you think I could just go to a pawn shop and buy a samurai sword? I mean, I just imagine every pawn shop's like the one in Pulp Fiction.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's like a requirement. You can't open a shop unless you have 3 to 5 samurai swords.
What's the short samurai sword? They got a special name, don't they?
I don't know. Is that the ones that samurais would kill themselves with?
Yeah.
Because then they have a sword where it's like, this is specifically here to end my life if needed. And I'm sorry, I'm not up on my samurai history.
Oh my God, it's got a name I can't say. Wakizashi. 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 No, this has got a different name. Let's just call it a katana. Yeah, let's call it a katana. The Daisho, Daisho. Dehisho. I don't know. Greg says, yeah, the wakizashi is the short sword. The tanto is the knife. Yeah, let's go. How about this? I'll go to a pawn shop and see if I can find a short-ish, about that long, sword, and we'll give away a sword, dude.
I like
He's sick. And then that person, whether it be Betty White or Keanu Reeves or whoever, possibly Seth Rogen, can come by the radio station, pick it up. Easy as that.
I like it.
We'll autograph it and then slap a sticker on it as well.
I just got a brand new song sent to me by the band, the Scorpions.
Okay, yeah. They have, what's the name of the new song again?
Peacemaker.
Oh, it's going to be sick.
Peacemaker. So there you go.
Greg says, some people call the katana, and the long one is a dai katana. Greg, why do you know so much about swords? Wait, are you a samurai? Hard to believe if he was.
I mean, he is. He just comes in, likes to drop nuggets of knowledge every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't say a whole lot. Quiet individual. I can see it.
You question those people.
Well, no, because he's got a stash of samurai swords in his garage.
The same people who have like 27 names for their one cat in their house, possibly a serial killer. And it actually makes sense here.
All right, got about a minute 20.
All right, guys, we're gumping. We're going into and then dumping.
Another guy that we didn't put on the list, Tom Hanks.
Yeah, I guess.
He could have been on there.
Hey, you know what?
No, it's too late.
We've made some mistakes.
Tom Hanks could have been on there. He'll just run in during the championship matchup with the steel chair, knock everybody out, and be declared the winner. I don't know if that makes him a cool guy anymore, but it's kind of awesome. All right, guys, we got about 35 seconds.
Lane's going to be right back. She has a phone call. Rob says he probably got daughters, lots of weapons stashed around the house. There you go. Greg's got kids, right? I mean, I hope not. I wouldn't want him to procreate, but...
Yes, I'm pretty sure Greg has kids.
It's too bad.
All right, guys, be right back. The Kotter and Marshall Cool Guy Tournament continues. We'll tell you who won the latest first-round matchups next. Good morning, everybody. Checking us out on the stream and, of course, on the air as well. If you haven't done the stream thing yet, don't forget you can watch the show each and every morning. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe while you're there. All right. The Cool Guys Tournament is something we started this week. We've put together 32 cool individuals going head-to-head to determine the coolest. So we had a couple more first-round matchups yesterday. First was the number 2 seed Dave Grohl going against the number 15 seed Seth Rogen. Now, you thought there was a chance of an upset in this matchup.
And I think it's honestly been the closest to a possible upset that we've had at this point, but a very decisive win.
Yeah, Dave Grohl was 66% of the vote, getting the win over Seth Rogen, moving on to the next round. And then on the other side of the bracket, not as close, number 2 seed Keanu Reeves. I think both of us thinking he's got a shot to win the whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take on number 15 seed John C. Reilly.
Yeah, and he took home the win. Keanu Reeves, Neo from The Matrix, wove his way through that battle with John C. Reilly, the Sasquatch from Tenacious D. And, yeah, he takes the win, and he moves on to the second round.
John C. Reilly, 1 vote.
1 vote? That's all he got?
Just 1.
Seth Rogen got way more than that.
I know. So, I mean, he did better than Stephen Colbert. Stephen Colbert got negative votes.
Is that possible?
I don't know how it's possible, but math, yes, very possible.
All right, so once again, this is the Cool Guy Tournament. This is 100% a high idea that we had, but we weren't high. We were sober when we thought of it, so that's why we're doing it currently. You can check out the full bracket over at rock1061.com, and now we have another set of first-round matchups we need to get to, Kyle.
Yeah, we'll do that after Fozzie. This is Sane, Kotter, and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Greg says, I have a daughter and a son and a few nuggets. All right, guys. Coming up here in just a few moments, we're going to talk about another set of round one matchups that we're getting to. This includes Betty White, as we've already previously mentioned here. Your old pal Chris says John C. Reilly deserved better. He did. But the consensus said that Keanu Reeves is the man.
I think it was just who he's up against. I think if he was going up against somebody else, I think he would have had a better showing. But Keanu is hot right now. John Wick 4, he just gifted his stunt team Rolex watches. Mm-hmm. He's trying really hard to win this tournament. He's putting in the effort, putting in the work.
I just feel like Keanu Reeves is an unstoppable force when I look at the full breadth of the right-hand side of the tournament. He's going to have some challenges, but I just don't see Keanu Reeves not making it to at least the finals of his side of the tournament, if not the finals completely of this thing.
No, 100% agree. Whoever he's going to face, the winner of the Jennifer Lawrence Christopher Walken matchup, I think he powers through that.
Yep,
and he doesn't stop there. It could get Hugh Jackman, maybe, who's at the bottom of the bracket at the number 6 seed, maybe could be the guy. I don't think there's anybody else on Keanu Reeves' side of the bracket that stops him.
I think there's a small chance for an upset there. Now that I think about it, you got the sex appeal of Margot Robbie versus Wolverine.
Okay,
I think there is a chance Margot Robbie could upset Hugh Jackman.
Okay, that's fair.
And we won't get to that matchup until next week sometime, but I think there's a possibility there.
All right, I like it.
All right, so this hour, guys, we're also going to be talking about Aaron Rodgers. He's got the cocoa.
Yeah, he does.
He also is a liar, and we'll explain why. And then we'll dump into. Why do you keep saying dump? Jesus, may I? Oh, wait, I got to take a dump.
There it is.
And then we'll jump into Quizzed in the Face at the bottom of the hour as well. Another edition of the. Did you say that?
This may be my favorite Quizzed in the Face. I like this one a lot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got about 90 seconds.
Because it involves you psychopath.
Involves you as well.
You egomaniac.
Involves both of us.
Trust me, after watching as much video as I did yesterday to gather these little comments, I'm sick of us.
I get that.
Rudy says Keanu is the one after all. You're right. Oh, here's your taser condom.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
A holster.
Your holster. Is there a belt thing on it? So you can put it on your belt.
Yeah. Still, little loop right there.
Got to start wearing a belt. Hey, when you move to Texas, do you think you'll start wearing a belt buckle?
My belt that I wear, I don't think has the capability to put on a big fancy belt buckle. Maybe
Not for a new belt.
Maybe I get to that point eventually.
I think you should put a taser down.
That really seems like I'm going to hit that and tase myself in the
Yeah, I think you put a taser down.
Do you? I don't know. That's dangerous. All right, guys, 30 seconds.
You should either choose to wear a belt buckle or a bolo tie. You need to pick up on one of these.
Can I do cowboy boots?
No.
Oh, come on.
No. That's too easy.
I usually wear shorts, so it'll be cowboy boots and shorts.
Just wear a bolo tie.
I don't know if I could pull off I don't know.
You try to pull off a vest all the time.
I pull off the vest.
Debatable.
Shut up. I pull off the vest. All right, guys, be right back. So we just announced a couple more winners in the first round of our Cool Guys tournament. Dave Grohl over Seth Rogen with 66% of the vote. Keanu Reeves, I want to say 99% of the vote. John C. Reilly picked up 1. So now it's time to move on to our next set of first round matchups, seeing our number 3 seeds go against the number 14 seeds on the left side of the bracket. And I think you and I agree, she's going to make it far in this tournament. Number 3 seed, Betty White, going against the number 14 seed, Matthew McConaughey.
All right. He's going down. Matthew McConaughey's got no chance here. You can actually go vote right now on this matchup over at the Rock 1061 Facebook page. It is up and decisively already a ton of votes, dozens of votes on there already. Betty White is murdering straight up Matthew McConaughey.
I agree with you, man. I think she makes it to the finals from this side of the bracket. I don't know if there's anybody that's going to beat her.
Now, being that Matthew McConaughey is from Austin, Texas, which is where you're going to be
living in
living,
Austin, yeah.
Yeah, here in the next few weeks, shouldn't you be making a case for your new hometown boy, Matthew McConaughey here?
You know what? I would like to, but I'm not going to waste my breath because Betty White is going to kick the crap out of Matthew McConaughey. So I don't think there is an argument that can be made. I just don't.
You're not going to waste your breath, but you spent like 15 minutes the other day telling me about The Undertaker's dead man's dong.
Oh, no, the dong, yeah. The Undertaker's
I
dong.
don't waste my breath talking about Matthew McConaughey, but the dead man's dong I've got a lot of thoughts on.
I stick to important things.
Obviously.
Like the dead man's dog.
Well, let's go to the other matchup that we're going to have today. This is going to go up here in just a few minutes.
15, yeah.
Once again, on the Rock 106.1 Facebook page. Number 6, excuse me, not number 6 seed. It's, I don't have the seeds.
Number 3 and 14. So number 3.
Number 3, Corey Taylor of Slipknot, Stone Sour fame. Also, Danny DeVito. That's the matchup. That's who's going at it here in just about 15 minutes on the Rock 106.1 Facebook page. Danny DeVito has a real chance at upsetting Corey Taylor.
I think so. I think we could see an upset here. I mean, DeVito's been around forever. I mean, obviously Taxi and some stuff back in the 70s and 80s. He's had a renaissance thanks to It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He's just a super nice guy.
He's the Penguin. He's the Penguin of Batman Returns, and he was incredible.
He was really good. So, I mean, I would like to see him beat Corey Taylor. I'm all in on Danny DeVito.
I've never met Danny DeVito, but I have met Corey Taylor. Can confirm, very nice guy.
Dude, so here's my one time I met Corey Taylor. We were at a festival up in Atlanta. We were backstage. We were there to interview another band. Corey was there with Stone Sour at the time. And he just bops out from backstage from the artist section to where everybody was gathering for interviews. And he's just in like plaid shorts, no shirt. And he's just standing there. We all turn around. I was like, that's Corey Taylor. So we go over like, hey, man, can we get a picture? It was like me and Buzz and Billy. So like old school Rock 106.1. And he's like, yeah, man, totally. And we just all got pictures. We stood there and just talked to him for about 15, 20 minutes. Super nice guy.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's awesome. Now I want him to win.
Yeah.
Damn it.
You just changed your own mind.
I'm torn.
All right, so once again, go to the Rock 106.1 Facebook page. You got Corey Taylor versus Danny DeVito and Betty White versus Matthew McConaughey. Vote on who the cooler dude or gal is, and we'll determine those winners tomorrow morning.
And don't forget, you can check out the complete and updated bracket now on the website, rock1061.com. Coming up next, got to talk Aaron Rodgers. He's got COVID. Details on the way.
Aaron Rodgers is a filthy little liar. That's what he is. I've got a take on Aaron Rodgers, which I'm going to share during the on-air break, and I think
fine. I must have missed the lying section of this. I don't.
Yeah, if you went,
because I was Googling around some stuff.
So he told reporters in August that he'd been immunized. Immunized? How you say it?
Immunized.
Immunized.
Yeah.
But he didn't use the word vaccinated or anything.
Yeah, because he wasn't. Yeah, no, yeah. I definitely got that he wasn't vaccinated.
Yeah, so I didn't use the story that you shot along. I went to actually NFL.com actually had a story that laid this out pretty well.
Okay.
Let's see. Going back to our comments here, your old pal Chris says, plus the good Suicide Squad movie just came out a little while ago, so Margot Robbie is fresh right now. So yeah, I mean, I think there's an opportunity. I mean, Hugh hasn't really done much. Hugh Jackman. He did that Reminiscence movie. It was an HBO Max release.
Yeah.
It was okay. It wasn't very good. It was done by the people who did Westworld.
Okay.
But it was just okay. So yeah, I mean, Margot is definitely hot. Only she's hot in general, but she's hotter in the public eye than Hugh Jackman.
No, that's I agree. I agree with that.
Rob says Keanu had that video of him on the subway where he just lets the lady have a seat. No big star does that.
Oh, I didn't see that video.
Yeah, this was like forever ago.
Oh, was it?
So
okay.
yeah, it was just showing that Keanu Reeves is like the nicest human being on the planet. He was sitting down, like staring off and nothing, going somewhere, and a lady walked on the subway. He got up, offered her a seat.
Okay.
Gentlemen. Lindsay said, I was the only one to vote for John C. Reilly. My brother's favorite movie is Wreck-It Ralph, so I had to give him at least one vote.
I get it.
Pity vote. Yeah. All right, so quick story on Aaron Rodgers, then we're going to bust into Quiz in the Face.
All right.
Rhett says, he also had his Disney circus movie. Oh, yeah, The Last Showman. Yeah, which is a great film.
Never seen it.
Hugh Jack. Oh, dude, it's awesome.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not a big musical guy, but man, did I love The Last Showman from Hugh Jackman. So what do you got going on after the show today?
Got a music meeting. Go over that. Just got to get some stuff done. Some scheduling out for both Rock and Rewind. We've got. I think I've talked about it on my top 5 yesterday. We're doing Christmas music on Rewind again, so getting ready for that. We're doing some Salute the Troops stuff, so I got to get that all set. So a few things to definitely get taken care of. Definitely got to take a nap today. I did not get to a nap yesterday. I was dead last night. I mean, worthless.
So there's a new Hollywood power couple.
Okay.
Did you hear about this? Have you seen this? Have you thought about this?
I did not.
You got Pete Davidson from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
And the one and only Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, I did see this.
Apparently, they went on a secret date just last night in New York City.
How does Pete Davidson keep doing this?
I don't know. He must have something over these women, or he honestly has the biggest, talk like a King Kong size. And he was engaged to Ariana.
About Davidson's dong.
He was engaged to Ariana Grande.
Yep.
He dated Kate. What's her name? Beckenworth. Wells. Whatever. Wells Fargo. And she's 50 years old, and she's still a smoke show.
Yeah.
And now Kim Kardashian. Now, ever since he broke up with Ariana Grande, he's only dated moms, I think, now that I think about it.
Maybe he's into that thing.
Beckinsale, that's her name.
Okay.
That's how my brain works. This is incredible. Kim, if he has an opportunity to marry Kim Kardashian, she's a billionaire. Is she her sister's a billionaire?
One of them
She's damn near a billionaire.
I don't know. I don't.
Maybe a stepdad to Kanye's kids.
I don't see him getting married anytime soon.
When you're Pete Davidson and you're as hot as you are, not physically, but just like literally your name.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. Maybe he's just, makes him laugh.
He's riding the wave.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy.
He is very funny.
If there was one celebrity you could date, take out on a date, start dating, what's the one celebrity that you would date?
That's a good question.
And before you say your wife, you never met your wife or your wife's dead.
That's fine.
She doesn't exist.
No, that's fine.
Anymore.
Now, is it a celebrity now or a celebrity at any
Well, yeah,
time?
it has to be a celebrity now. You can't stick your in dust,
Well, no. So my first choice, especially back in the day, would be Anne Margaret. I just find her incredible.
Anne Margaret?
And find Anne Margaret incredible. She's probably in her 70s now, but back in the day, she's just incredibly attractive.
Well, she's still alive. Are you just?
She's still alive.
Is she Anne Margaret now? Oh no,
I know.
Not now.
She's a little old. Go some old school pictures.
Yeah.
I just find her incredibly attractive. And I don't know. Maybe I'm into old chicks. Helen Mirren is another one. Even as she got older, I just find her incredibly attractive. And when she was younger, she was just beautiful.
Oh yeah. That's it. That's your two.
Those are my two. I don't.
You are into old chicks, I think.
Yeah, I think I am. I think I'm just into old chicks. But the Anne Margaret thing has been forever. I've just always found her attractive.
When your wife leaves you, do you think you'll go to a lot of elderly homes to find your next love?
Bingo night is going to be my go-to dating night.
Yeah.
I've hosted bingo for years, so I'm just going to use it to pick up chicks.
Yeah. It's not you're already there.
I know.
You could spoon feed
Yeah, spooning after sex brings on a whole new meaning.
Hello, Mrs. Collins. Pudding time? I know what that means. Wink. What is who's the lady from Mad Men? A show I've never seen, but the redhead from Mad Men. What's her name?
I don't know. Yeah, I've never seen
She's hot.
Either.
I would want to date her on the Kim Kardashian level that Pete Davidson is dating her. What is her damn name? Redhead from there it is. Literally, I just wrote redhead, and her name was the first thing that came up. Christina Hendricks, British American actress.
Okay,
she's super hot. How old is she? 46 years old. All right. She was born in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Oh, there you go.
I could totally go visit, see the family. What up, Christina Hendricks' family? What's going on? Yeah, just do the radio down in Savannah, only for a couple more weeks.
Because A-Dub said he was staying, but let's be honest.
Yeah. A-Dub said I had a job in 2022, but honestly, I don't know.
He didn't say where, did he?
Oh, solid point. He did not say where. I asked him if I was in the budget for 2022, and he said yes. So I think that pretty much legally binding terms, that means I have a job at least for the full calendar year next
We got it on video.
Yeah, it's true. Can't take it back.
Yeah,
no take backsies.
It's there.
Pretty sure that's legit when it comes to budgets. Hey, Marshall, the Mirage Resort in Vegas is for sale. Oh, no kidding. You want to go halfsies on it? I'd totally buy it. If I owned a casino, I would live in it. Would you?
Hell yeah.
If you bought a casino on the Strip, I would just live in it.
Obviously, I've got money to where I really don't need to do anything else. I've hired everybody else to run it.
Yeah.
I just sit there and, bask in the glory.
Yeah, I would just take the presidential suite.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
I would just walk around the hotel in like my, silk pajamas, and just be like, what's up, guys? What's up?
I know after a while, your silk pajamas just have a bunch of holes in them. You're walking around, your ass is out.
I go from, Hugh Hefner to...
Dewey Dewdrop.
Dewey Dewdrop. No, who did DiCaprio play in Howard Hughes?
Oh, yeah.
So I start as Hugh Hefner. I'm just cool. Go to Howard Hughes where I don't leave my room. Just bottles of piss everywhere. Leave me alone.
Well, that's not much different from now. I walked into Kotter's house many times, and there's just bottles of piss everywhere. I don't question it. I've literally I haven't brought it up until this exact moment. But what's up with that?
Convenience.
Convenience. All right, guys, we're a little less than a minute before going back on air. We won't do any piss talk, at least on air. Actually, we may. I don't know. I can't promise that.
Already talked about pooping ourselves, so why not?
Immunized?
Immunized.
Immunized.
Yes.
Why can't I say words? Words are so hard. Only if it wasn't my job.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. Too bad it didn't come in their game against the Bears, but Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers will not be playing this weekend against the Kansas City Chiefs because, according to sources, he has tested positive to COVID.
Yeah, so the earliest he can come back is November 13th, which is their next game. So Jordan Love, who is apparently his heir apparent, he was drafted into the 2020 draft. He is going to be starting this week. So if you had A-Rod starting in your lineup, sorry. Probably not going to win your fantasy football matchup, but back in August, he was doing a press conference, and according to NFL rules, if you're not vaccinated, you have to wear a mask during a press conference.
Yeah.
So in this press conference, unmasked, Aaron Rodgers was asked, hey, have you been vaccinated? And he said, I've been immunized? What's the word? Immunized.
Yeah.
So, and from there on out, he's never worn a mask during press conferences, and one of the rules stated in the COVID NFL bylaws is if you're not vaccinated when you're doing press conferences, obviously for everyone's safety, wear a mask.
Yeah.
He has not done that ever since. So Aaron Rodgers is a liar. And yes, I'm a Bears fan. So I have a quick take on this real quick, right?
Okay, yeah.
If you don't mind.
No, go right ahead.
So I think out of respect for the process, which obviously we love, the standard is the standard, the process is the process, out of respect for the NFL, the fans, and mostly the Green Bay Packers, I have a suggestion for Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
I think out of respect, he should retire. I think Aaron Rodgers should retire from the game of football if he respects it as much as he does. And he talks about, the high level of play that he's been hitting and how much he loves his teammates and the organization and how things were bad, but now they're good. I mean, he's blind. He's broken rules. I mean, I think Aaron Rodgers, out of respect for everyone associated with the Green Bay Packers, should retire once again out of respect.
Now, here's what happened. Supposedly, he had an alternative treatment plan that he started like a training camp. And he petitioned the NFL to allow this treatment to be considered the same as somebody who's actually been vaccinated.
Right.
The NFL said no. They're like, nope, sorry, we're going to treat you as an unvaccinated individual. Supposedly, he follows protocols in Lambeau around people. But yeah, like he said, when it comes to press conferences, no mask.
Yeah, no mask at all. So once again, out of respect for the NFL, Aaron Rodgers should retire. I'm throwing it out there. Go ahead and quote tweet what I said, send it to him, tag it to him. I feel like he should know this. Out of respect, he should retire.
Now, did you hear who the Packers may be picking up as Jordan Love's backup?
I've heard it's a gentleman known as the Boat.
Yes, it is.
The best of all time, Blake Bortles.
So he signed a one-year deal with the Packers in May. They released him in July. But, yeah, it sounds like he's going to, at least short-term, come back to the team for a little bit.
I love this. Actually, Blake Bortles should start for the Green Bay Packers. Even a better idea.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Coming up next, we're going to get to Quizzed in the Face. Did you say that?
I love this.
All right, that's coming up next. Here's Chevelle and Self-Destructor, Kotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
If he's a man of his word and he is as respected as he is and he admires the game as much as he says, he should retire. No one likes a liar. And also, the Bears and Packers play here in like 4 or 5 weeks.
He never said he was vaccinated, just immunized. And he had an alternative plan. I don't know what it was.
Yeah. Now, I'm not disrespecting his other plan.
Right.
It's cool that he did that, but he's a liar, and he should quit football. All right, let me get open Quiz in the Face. We're going into Quiz in the Face right after this? Okay, So 4 minutes?
Yep.
Cool. All right, guys, once again, thanks for sticking around the show today. Going into Quizzed in the Face, and then we'll have the big guy, Frank Sulkowski, join us top the 9 o'clock hour. You just grabbed your phone like you forgot to reach out to the big guy.
I did forget. I was going to do it at 8 to send him the thing, so thank you for reminding me.
Tell him he only has to do it for 3 more weeks.
Yeah, that's true.
So the big guy, Frank Sulkowski, will be joining us at 9 o'clock. He had a very interesting moment over at Coaches for when the Braves won the World Series. He disrobed, in so many words, and then he jumped into a hot tub with a bunch of other older men, and then they threw champagne all over him. And I understand that he's been trying to become TikTok famous ever since the one time he became TikTok famous. But I think we have to check the big guy. I think we have to check him before he wrecks himself, because he's going on a path that I'm very worried about.
It's getting a little out of hand.
Yeah. I mean, he's like a 50-year-old man. Is he? How old is he? I don't know.
I'm 45. I bet he's probably at least a couple years older than me.
Yeah, big guy, I'm guessing, is like 46-ish.
Yeah.
And he's going off the rails. Dave says, all right, guys, service is spotty in Mexico. Catch you back on land next week. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You're out on a cruise.
Yeah, Kemp's over in the Mexico land. All right, man, have fun.
Enjoy.
Get drunk on us. Sean says, apple cider mini donuts are on Sunday. Woohoo. Oh, nice, man.
Hate apple cider, but I will say apple cider mini donuts are delicious.
I had a apple cider donut, a full-sized one, a grown-up one, at Dunkin' Donuts back when I was in Chicago like a month ago.
Yeah, they're delicious.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Ain't mad at it. I don't know if I love it.
That's fair. I still say best donuts I've ever had, Casey's General Store. I'm a big fan of a cake donut. Their cake donuts seem like they about the weight of a brick.
Yeah.
They're very, very hearty.
Casey's breakfast pizza, I still stand by it. The best like breakfast pizza in the land.
They got good pizza. I never would have thought a gas station like that you could roll in some good food. And my grandma used to work there, so I always got free donuts. Oh, it's great.
Nice. Greg says I'll be cruising next week, so you won't have to kick me around. We'll miss you next week. Then.
What will we do?
Just make sure you're back for the last show.
Yes, please be back for the last show.
Also, a quick reminder, I've reminded you guys a couple times, but once again, this coming Friday, 6:30, tomorrow. Jesus Christ, tomorrow. 6:30, we're doing the Not Safe for Work edition of Answer the Internet. This is the game that we played when we first started the show, Answer the Internet. So please, with Sugar on Top, join us tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. So we're going to do the show tomorrow, take a nap, we'll come back, and we'll answer the Internet. We got a crap load of questions.
So many.
We got to answer. We want to hear your answers for them as well.
Yeah, if you're newer to the show, back in the beginning, before we knew what we were going to do for 4 hours consistently, Marshall had these Ask the Internet questions, and they were a lot of how we filled time. And it was a lot of fun. And there was just some that he was like, I can't read this.
Yeah, I didn't feel comfortable reading it. It involved words I didn't think I should say, even on the stream.
So we're gonna let it all hang out then, I guess.
Max says, believe it or not, I tried pumpkin eggnog last night, and it was not terrible. That sounds pretty good.
I can get into that.
I'm an eggnog once a year guy. I will buy one carton. I allow myself one. And I don't know if I'd want to waste it on pumpkin eggnog. I want to taste it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to. I don't think I want a whole carton.
Thing. No. Mac, we're going to do it from the studio.
Yeah, it'd be weird if Kotter and I were just like sitting on the couch with our double chins hanging out at home. Bad lighting. Hey, guys. No, we'll do it right from the studio. Mac, do you want to join us?
Yeah, more than welcome.
Mac, come in studio and hang with us tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. The holiday menu starts today at Starbucks, I think. Ooh, peppermint mocha is back?
Ooh, I could be down for that.
I love it.
I'd be more excited about that than the pumpkin spice.
No.
Yeah, no, I know you're not.
I love them both, but
Yeah.
it's PSL, then it's peppermint.
All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. It is Thursday. It's time for me to get quizzed in the face. And Marshall, I know you put a lot of time, thought, and effort into today's quiz.
I wouldn't exactly say all three of those things, but a lot of time just trying to find certain things that we say that could be taken out of context. So once again, today's quiz in the face is called, Did You Say That? So it's pretty easy. Either you or I said the following. So I'm just going to read you some quotes from our time together here at Rock 106.1. Could be all the way back from when we did the afternoon show together or yesterday. I mean, it could be all the way up till yesterday. So once again, all you have to do is tell me whether if you or I said this, and then obviously we'll play back the clips to kind of reveal the answer. So let's dive right into it. Quote number one, Kotter.
Yes.
Here it is. I think, oddly enough, that's the last time you ever smiled. Once again, Kotter, quote, I think, oddly enough, that's the last time you ever smiled. Did you say that or did I say that?
That could go either way. I'm going to say...
Name your sex tape.
I'm going to say you said it because it was probably in reference to my marriage somehow.
Kotter? That is correct. But... it wasn't in reference to your marriage.
Okay.
It was this. I think it's oddly enough, I think that's the last time you ever smiled.
I think it was. Certainly at a football game. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, so we actually had Lee from Pop Evil stop in, and we were talking about the Detroit Lions, and I talked about the last time they actually won.
Yeah, that was funny.
All right, Kotter, 1 for 1 currently on Did You Say That? Quote number 2. Quote number 2 goes like this. I don't know. I'm lazy. It's an issue. Quote number 2 once again is,
damn it.
I don't know. I'm lazy. It's an issue.
That could be either of us.
Did you say that or did I say that?
Ooh, man. I'm going to say I said that.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, Kotter, you are.
Okay.
That is correct.
And here is the clip.
I don't know. I'm lazy. It's an issue. Okay. No.
So you were, I actually went to the restroom and you were just talking, and I don't know what it was a reference to.
Talking to the,
you were talking to the horde on the live stream,
That's
and
awesome.
once again you said this.
I don't know. I'm lazy. It's an issue.
You sound so down when you said that.
That's good.
All right, moving on. Quiz in the face, the Did You Say That edition. Quote number 3. You are 2 for 2, doing a great job, Kotter. Quote number 3. Well, that's good. It's better than winning, going, what radio station's this? I'm busy on Saturday. Quote number 3 once again. Well, that's good. It's better than the winner going, that's... Sorry, I'll do it again. I'm laughing because I know the reference. Well, that's good. It's better than the winner going, what radio station is this? I'm busy on Saturday.
Oh, man. Who would have said that? I am going to say... I'm going to say I said it.
Kotter? 3 for 3.
That is correct.
I don't know exactly the context. I think we were talking about a giveaway that didn't go quite right, but here's what you said.
Well, that's good. It's better than the winner going, what radio station is this? What do you got? I'm busy on Saturday.
Probably about calling some sort of winner, yeah.
All right, 2 more, and then we'll take a short break. Once again, doing Quizzed in the Face. Here's quote number 4. It's about as offensive thing as you can say, so F you. Quote number 4, once again, it's about as offensive thing as you can say, so F you.
Oh, man. I'm going to say you said that. I'm going to say you said that.
Cotter?
Wrong again.
Sadly, you said it yesterday on the show.
I can't remember. As offensive a thing as you can say. Oh, okay. So F you. I remember that now. It was directed toward Mac.
It was directed towards Mac. Yep. She referenced that you were just like Jake Thompson from Bob 106.9.
Still offensive.
We literally said it yesterday. You didn't remember that?
No.
Once again, here's the clip.
It's about as offensive a thing as you can say. So F you. I mean, I remember it now that we talk about it, but no, obviously not.
I think I had literally told you after you said that, I'm definitely using that for tomorrow.
Probably.
All right, one more, and then we'll take a break. Okay. Once again, doing Quiz in the Face, the Did You Say That edition. Either Cotter or I said the following. He straight up murdered some firefighters. Once again, the quote is, he straight up murdered some firefighters.
Oh, I think that's in reference to Halloween Kills. I think you said that.
Cotter? That is
correct.
100% correct. Here's the clip. He straight up murdered some firefighters. I'm like, he straight up murdered some firefighters. I'm like, so there you go. You, Cotter, currently not doing too bad. 4 out of 5.
I'm really happy with that. All right, more Quizzed in the Face coming up next. Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
All right, guys. Once again, Quizzed in the Face.
We'll just come right out of commercials.
Cool. Doing a great job here. 4 out of 5 on the first half. Got 5 more for you. I really, really like these next 5. I think you'll enjoy them quite a bit.
All right. Big guy gave us the thumbs up. He's good to go.
Perfect. Yeah. So we'll have the big guy on starting at 9 o'clock today. And then, as always, Marshall's Music News will wrap the show up at about 9:30. We'll get into some stories. Today, we're going to talk about Oakley Dokley, which is the Ned Flanders Simpsons metal cover band.
Yes.
Got some sort of bad news about them. We'll also talk about Slipknot, and then I've got one other story. I flipped it out for that Motorhead story.
Okay.
Disturbed. Got a story about Disturbed doing some new stuff. So,
cool.
We'll dive into that. We'll dive into that here, top the 9 o'clock hour-ish.
Sounds good.
Tony, have a great rest of your day.
See you, Tony. Thank you for hanging.
Rhett says, I would assume so. Not sure, though. I will reach out to them today. That was supposed to be a text message. Well, thanks for letting us know. Scott says, I'm glad I have my service on my phone since I have to drive to Brunswick or hanging out. Oh, yeah. Well, thanks for hanging, man. So once again, tomorrow we're doing the Not Safe for Work edition of Answer the Internet, which I'm very excited about. We were going to do the Christmas version of it. We were going to have Christmas lights up and going to have all sorts of crazy stuff. But tomorrow is going to be the day. Oh, here's the operating manual for your pink flashlight.
Oh.
Just in case you need it. That'll be tomorrow at 6:30. So make sure to join us on the live stream.
Here's according to the instructions, using the stun gun. With the stun gun armed, hold the electrodes against the body of the assailant and press the red discharge button. The most effective locations are the shoulder, hips, thigh, buttocks, and below the rib cage. Ouch.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
While holding the stun gun against the assailant, you will not see or hear the spark. The stun cannot be damaged by continuing firing into the body of the assailant. Do not discharge the stun gun in the air for more than 1 second at a time. Whoops, we've done that already.
Yeah, we did it a lot.
Effects of the stun gun. A shock from a stun gun lasting 1 second or less will cause pain and minor muscle contractions. Stunning the
It's not even a taser. It's a stun gun. It's totally different.
Stunning the assailant for 1 to 2 seconds will cause muscle spasm and a dazed mental state.
So pretty much how I act every day.
Stunning the assailant for 3 to 5 seconds will cause the loss of balance and muscle control. That's when you ask yourself.
Well, the thing is, and I think Rhett mentioned it earlier in the show, so when you get tased, your muscles contracts, so your butthole gets even tighter. So there's no way to poop your pants if you do get stunned.
I don't know. You lose muscle control 3 to 5 seconds.
Well, I mean, that's like you tense up and you fall down.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's different. That's different. You cannot poop yourself while getting tased. And also, I should Google that.
I mean, I think people have pissed themselves while getting tased.
Can you poop yourself when getting tased? If you happen to get tasered with a full bladder, you'll likely pee yourself because of the muscle contraction and release that you won't have control over. Normally, a taser won't cause you to pee or poop yourself otherwise.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So I think there's like a really good chance that you don't poop yourself. Now, I'll say never. But
that's
of course,
true.
I mean, I think there's a good chance you won't poop yourself if you get tased.
All right, we got about 30 seconds.
The more I think about it, I think I'm willing to get tased on our last show.
Really?
Yeah. Keep it around. Maybe I'll get tased. You got to do it though.
I don't know if I can.
Look me in the eyes.
I don't know if I can.
Look me in the eye. I promise you'll stun me.
I can't. We'll be right back. I'm currently getting quizzed in the face, and I don't mind the humble brag of saying I'm doing a damn good job.
You are doing a damn good job. 4 out of 5 currently, and today's quizzed in the face once again is the Did You Say That edition? Either you or I said the following quotes. It's really easy. I'm just going to read the quotes to you. You just have to tell me if you or I said them. Like you said, currently 4 out of 5, doing very well. So let's continue into our quiz. Kotter, go something once I fix our live stream. Hold on. Bear with me. Camera, and there we go. Quote number 6 goes like this, Kotter. So your uncle goes and fixes meth labs across the country? Once again, so your uncle goes and fixes meth labs across the country. Did you or I say that?
I'm pretty sure that was you.
Are you?
Yes.
Hold on. Your mouse is now. Oh, there's. I'm pretty sure, Kotter.
That is correct.
That is 100% correct.
Yeah.
Here's the quote.
So
your uncle, goes and fixes meth labs across the country.
It could be it.
And you agreed. You 100. Yeah.
I really don't know what he does. It would not surprise me if after he passes away, we look back and he's like, he was Walter White.
Yeah, he 100% was. He's the retired Walter White.
It could be him.
Walter White lived. Spoiler alert. All right, moving on. Quote number 7. You're currently 5 out of 6, Kotter. Who said the following? You don't want Wisconsin cheese that was actually made in Minnesota. Quote number 7 once again. You don't want Wisconsin cheese that was actually made in Minnesota.
Those words of wisdom seem like it'd be something you would say.
Kotter, you are
wrong again.
Oh no,
wrong again. Those came out of your mouth. Here it is.
You don't want Wisconsin cheese that was actually made in Minnesota. I don't think true words have ever been spoken.
True.
I'm going to pat myself on the back there.
Congratulations. All right, Kotter, you are currently, 5 out of 7 right now.
Yep.
All right, let's go ahead and move on. Quote number 8 sounds a little like this. Oh, doing it. All right, it's down. All right, how bad was that? Quote number 8 once again for Quiz in the Face. Did you say that edition? Sounds like this, Kotter. Oh, doing it. All right, it's down. All right, how bad was that?
That had to have been from some sort of heat challenge. Oh, man. I want to say I said it when you were chugging the Mountain Dew with the muddled pepper.
Is that your final? Are you saying?
Yeah, me.
So you said that?
I said it.
Okay, Kotter?
That is correct.
That is 100% correct.
I want to hear this.
Here's the clip.
Oh, you're doing it. All right, it's down. How bad was that? That was funny.
All right.
That was good.
You're currently 6 out of 8, doing pretty good. Once again, quizzed in the face. Got 2 more for you, Kotter. Quotes we've said on the show. One of us has said. He's got to tell me who said it. Quote number 9 goes like this. Oh, you okay? You okay? That hit my tip, just the tip. Quote number 9 once again. You okay? You okay? That hit my tip, just the tip.
Dang it. Man, I'm gonna go with you during the Mousetrap Torture Tuesday.
Kotter? Hold on.
Or is it both of us?
No, there's definitely not both of us. I think that is, hold on, now that I think about it.
Wrong again.
I think that is wrong again. Hold on, let's just go to the clip and find out, because now I don't know.
Okay.
That hit my tip.
It is both of us.
The tip, Kotter.
You've got 2 to the right.
Merlin's beard.
That is
Okay, that was kind of a both of us one.
right.
All right, well, you know what? I'll give you the point.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
A little drunk when I put it together yesterday. All right, final one. You're 7 out of 9, Kotter, for Did You Say That? Quiz in the Face. One more.
Okay.
Here's the last quote. Yeah, my body's like, this again? All right, we'll digest it this way. Sorry, I'm laughing at it. All right, one more time. Yeah, my body's like, this again? All right, we'll digest it this way. Who said that? You or me?
And once again, that could be either of us because we've done a lot of stupid things to our bodies. I'm going to say it was me.
Kotter? Sadly, that is
Wrong again.
incorrect. That was 100% me. Yeah, my body's like, this again? All right, we'll digest it this way. All right, Kotter, today you finished 7 out of 10. Pretty good
Yeah, I'll
for
take
today's
that.
Quiz in the Face.
All right, coming up after 9 o'clock, the big guy's going to join us, break down another weekend in the NFL. It's the Kotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
I guess that was both of us on number 9. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
I thought I put it down as me, but I realized that you started off half of it. Should have cut that one short. Sean says it's true. Just hop over the border and grab some fresh cheese from Wisconsin. Lindsay, I'm back. What I miss? I asked Aaron Rodgers to retire from football, and Kotter did very well in Quiz in the Face. What did we do at the top? Oh, and then, we talked about the Cool Guy tournament.
Yeah.
I think that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Holly says that if I get stunned on our last show, I should bring some extra clothes to work. Good chance I'll poop myself. Holly, you think?
I don't know. Sounds like it.
Sean says, I forgot I never responded to the barrel of Duke's mayonnaise you got me. I already have a box being put together of stuff I'm getting or that I can't take on the plane, so I'll just make space for that also.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, make sure you have some space for us. We got some stuff for you.
All right, give me a second, guys. I'm going to turn on the delay. Okay, there we go.
So breaking news in sports. This is a hockey thing. The Buffalo Sabres are trading Jack Eichel, the highest paid player in franchise history for Buffalo, to the Las Vegas Golden Knights in a blockbuster deal.
Okay.
I've never seen a franchise try harder than the Las Vegas Golden Knights in their first 4 years than any other franchise in the NHL. I mean, they are wheeling and dealing. They're trying to get to a Stanley Cup.
Yeah, I mean, so obviously, they're not going to put teams in Vegas if they didn't think they'd be supported. I don't know. Vegas obviously is, very transient, and you've got people coming and visiting a lot. I mean, the locals supporting the Golden Knights, are they in?
Big time. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the locals are massive fans. Morty, a buddy of mine who you've met before, I mean, he's a season ticket holder.
Wow.
Yeah, he pays a lot of money to be a season ticket holder.
Bet. Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Las Vegas locals, and obviously they get a lot of people.
Yeah.
From out of town going to their games as well. But I mean, they're probably the most, my guess is their most financially profitable NHL team right now because they sell out every game.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
Sean, see you later. Thank you for hanging out. Charles, need to ask the big guy about the water displacement when he jumped into the hot tub after the break.
Go to Big Guy's Twitter and check out that video real quick. Once again, the big guy Frank Sulkowski was over at Coach's Corner on Victory there, and as soon as the Braves won the championship, They were on top of that scaffolding they build out in front of coaches, and the big guy was up there like filming some stuff for WJCL, and he decided to jump into this hot tub they had up there.
Jesus. Sorry, he tweets a lot.
He's a big-time tweeter. While we got a minute while we're in commercials, it's a great time to...
Yeah, if it's that picture of the big guy.
There's that picture, too. It's a wild one.
I'm utterly shocked and impressed.
We can talk about that as well. But once again, if you have any questions for the Magic 8 Ball heading into the weekend, go ahead and use it. Go ahead and ask them using hashtag #AskThe8Ball into the comments.
He just kind of rolled over into the hot tub.
Yeah. Is he wearing socks? I think he's wearing socks.
Yeah, it looks like he took his shoes off.
He took his shoes off and then he cleaned his pockets out.
He's getting doused with champagne. He's getting hugs and high fives.
It's a big time sports guy moment, and I don't want to take anything away from him by like talking too much crap about him.
No.
It's a weird look for the big guy.
Rhett, you should totally check it out.
All right, guys. Once again, drop in your questions for the Magic 8 Ball, yes or no-ish questions, and I'll make sure to ask the Magic 8 Ball. Speaking of, looks like Lindsay has dropped a question. Hashtag Ask the 8 Ball. Will it rain Saturday? I want to go to the fair. All right, let's check that out. South Georgia State Fair happening over like 204, 95 area at those campgrounds there. Come on. And the answer to your question is ask again later. I don't like that. Let's get an answer for Lindsay. Her and her cat with 27 names. Yes, definitely. Will it rain Saturday? Yes, definitely. Sorry, Lindsay. Check the forecast before you leave. Max says, Magic 8 Ball, will I get sick from my COVID booster tomorrow? All right, it's a good question. Once again, hashtag Ask the 8 Ball. Ask your questions while we're hanging out here on the live stream. Outlook, not so good. I don't like to hear that. Sounds like Max going to get sick. So Max going to get her COVID booster tomorrow, and then she's going to hang out with us for the Answer the Internet. So
that'll be fun.
So once again, I created a Not Safe for Work Answer the Internet live streaming event for tomorrow. Don't come to the radio station. That would be weird. But we will have a couple special guests that'll join us inside the studio, Mac being one of them.
It's still early. Just saying, Danny DeVito leads the vote against Corey Taylor so far.
Oh, really?
We could have our first upset.
You called it, man.
We'll not see an upset. Oh, nope. There's McConaughey. There's McConaughey. And that's the only McConaughey. All right.
All right, I got a couple more questions for the Magic 8 Ball. Scott goes, hashtag Ask the 8 Ball. Will Kotter poop if he gets stunned? That's a great question. Come on.
Ooh, Rob has got, we'll get to it, but Rob's got the best question I think ever.
I'm going to get a new mat. Well, this thing sucks. Come on.
Yeah.
Ask again later. I don't want to ask again later, you son of a bitch. Better not tell you now. I know it really won't tell me the answer for the whole poop thing, Scott. I'm sorry.
Rob's got a great question. 8 Ball. Do you lie?
Oh, okay, that's a great question.
I love this because you know what? I say yes.
Hashtag Ask the 8 Ball. Does the 8 Ball lie? Signs point to yes.
But he's lying. So maybe not. I don't know. I'm so confused.
The
8 Ball's an untrustworthy narrator.
Yeah. It's kind of like the person shaking it.
I don't know what it actually says over there. You're just making shit up.
I'm saying stuff that's actually not even on the 8 Ball.
All right, we've got some time. So we've got
our good pal
10 minutes.
Our good pal Val. He is the photographer who did the pictures for our 20th anniversary show.
Yeah.
If you go back to the Rock 106.1 Facebook page and just check out the photos, go to the photos for our 20th anniversary show. They're
awesome.
incredible.
Yeah, he did a good job.
So Val put together, or he did the photos over at the Wormhole for Wormstock 2, which was this past Saturday night. It was like a Halloween party. My wife and I went, and these photos are incredible. So here's the first photo.
That's good.
For my wife and I, we were Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein. There's us and Horde member Jess. She was Lucille Ball.
I like it.
Let's see. There's just a close-up of my wife right there. His work is awesome. He does great stuff.
All right.
Rhett goes, that big guy video.
Yeah, right?
It is brutal. Hold on. Let me, I think WJCL even put it up on their Facebook page. Hold on. Let me see if I can share it real quick. How much time do we have before we jump back
We've got
the air?
8 minutes.
Oh, okay, we got tons of time here.
Last hour of the show, obviously, Big Guy going to join us at 9. Going to talk about Sam Adams and their space beer. And then we'll get into Marshall's Music News to wrap up the show.
And gosh darn it was chilly this morning. Getting real cold, man.
Yeah, it's like I had this on plus the sweatshirt over it. Yeah, I was like, it's too cold for this. Not a fan, guys. Right, he checked his pocket 9 times before rolling into the tub. Yeah, he did.
Rolling into the tub, I think, is the best way of saying it.
Oh, it's what he did. 100%. I'll be right back.
Gotcha. Oh, there it is. All right, so if you guys haven't checked out the big guy dropping into the tub at Coach's Corner, I went ahead and dropped the link into the chat. Just in case you haven't seen it yet, it is something special. You have to definitely check it out. So once again, thanks for hanging out with us today. Tomorrow on the show, we'll have a beer for breakfast guest. It'll be a surprise to both of us who that is. We haven't booked them yet. So hopefully I can find someone today to come in tomorrow, 9 a.m., to come hang with us for beer for breakfast. Also, tomorrow on the show, we'll get to some other stuff that I never remember that we do. So no pressure. No pressure at all. Greg said it was cool. I actually wore sleeves, short sleeves to run. Ooh, damn. Dude, it was really chilly this morning, especially when I got up around 4:30 this morning. Let's see. Currently, it's a blistery 52 degrees outside. Saturday, it's supposed to rain, too. Saturday's high is 55 degrees. Yuck. Gibby, what's up, buddy? Good morning. Gibby, just a quick reminder, tomorrow we're going to be doing the Not Safe for Work edition of Answer the Internet. It'll be at 6:30. We're going to live stream here from the studios. So the Answer the Internet game that we played right when we started the Kotter and Marshall show because we didn't know how to fill in 4 hours of just hanging out and talking because it was weird. But now we're pretty good at it. This is a game we haven't played in quite some time. So we're going to ask all the questions we felt really uncomfortable asking, even on the stream. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. ish. So we recommend if you are one that imbibes a nice beautiful cocktail. Kotter and I will be drinking some White Russians tomorrow. My wife has already said that she will drop me off and pick me up because she's my lovely wife and she does amazing things. So that'll be tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Of course, you'll be able to, if you miss it for some reason, you can go back over the weekend to our YouTube channel and watch it there as well. Rob from New Zealand goes, oh, yeah, I get it now. Happy for the guy, but the sock visual of the big guy jumping into the hot tub. I love it. Steve, that's awesome, man. Yeah. We highly recommend for tomorrow, grab your favorite cocktail and join us on the live stream. Once again, Kotter and I, we're going to do White Russians tomorrow. So let's see. We need half and half.
Yep.
I've got a bunch of different flavors of Kahlua I could bring.
Okay, I think I got vodka at the house. So,
do we want to go vodka or do you want to do a substitute?
I've got Screwball at my house too.
Ooh, that's extra sweet. What's the other thing that you could substitute White Russians for? Was it just Bacardi?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever had a.
Oh no, I did. I think I did whiskey.
We've done whiskey before.
Yeah.
I'll bring both of them.
Yeah. I don't think we have to. There's whiskey.
Oh shit! I forgot we all have that. We have that stuff.
Yeah.
There.
Well, I mean, we don't have stuff for White Russians. There's Jack Daniels and Jim Beam in there.
Do we have? We have vodka though, right?
I think there's vodka.
There's vodka in there, so we need Kahlua and half and half. Yeah, I keep forgetting all that stuff's in there.
Yeah, and I've got I only drink White Russians one time of the year, so I bought 3 different flavors of Kahlua, like a spicy Kahlua.
Yeah, that one was good.
Yeah, so I'll bring all the Kahlua tomorrow.
I'll grab some half and half.
Should do drinks with filthy names. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
We'll name each White Russian.
We'll name each White Russian. There you go. This is Vladimir.
Andrew says we should turn tomorrow's Answer the Internet into a drinking game. You know what? Actually, I wouldn't feel bad for turning a live stream into a drinking game because I know that most people would just be watching from home.
That's true.
They wouldn't be driving.
Yeah. Yeah, don't drink and drive, guys. Every time Kotter adjusts the mic, take a shot. You're fucked.
Yeah. That guy touches his mic as much as he touches his junk, which obviously is quite a bit.
All right, I'm going to give the big guy a call.
Speaking of, I'm going to touch my mic a lot while I adjust my camera. There we go. I like that one better. All right, calling up the big guy, Frank Sulkowski, right now. Going to have him on for the big guy breakdown.
Hello.
What's up, Frank?
Morning.
Good morning, Frank. Frank, you've had quite the week.
It's been a week. It has been that.
First and foremost, and I know because you're a big fan, congratulations on the World Series win of our Atlanta Braves.
Finally, something to celebrate, and we are the champions. It's fun.
So, are you going to the parade on Friday in Atlanta?
No, I got too much. I got way too much stuff going on. Too much.
Is any member of JCL heading on down to Atlanta for the parade?
No. It's covering the parade. We were up there for game 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's just covering a parade. You're stuck in a spot, and they come and they pass right by you. So
right.
No, it's too spread out. We'll get it all from our affiliates up there.
Gotcha. I mean, now speaking of that, there's like I said, you've had quite the week. There's a couple things on Twitter that we need to address.
Well, let's bring it. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Well, let's start off with the picture of you. Your foot is kicked in the air as high as your head. You're holding on to it, and you're wearing a suit.
Utterly impressive.
It's quite the visual and very, very impressive. Give us your thoughts on that picture.
I'm quite flexible. I'm very stretchy for my size.
Right.
It's just been one of those things where I always have been, and that's actually from this past summer at a wedding. Of course, had a few drinks.
A few cocktails in.
Nice.
Yeah, a few cocktails in, and for some reason, I don't know why it came about. Somebody's like, I'm really tight. I need to stretch before I go dance or something. I'm like, just do this, and I just did it.
I feel like big guy is like 2 drinks away at all points from like doing the splits and or taking his pants off. Would you say that's true, big guy?
Yeah. We were a couple cocktails away from me going full Olympic gymnast. You know?
Well,
we were about a shot or two away from Cirque du Soleil stuff going on.
All right. So I want to talk to you about the hot tub as well at Coach's Corner, because the entry point at Coach's Corner. You took your shoes off. You checked like 3 or 4 times to make sure everything was out of your pockets, and then you kind of rolled into the tub. It was a unique moment for you.
It was. The older I get, back in the day, I just would have just jumped right in.
Mm-hmm.
Just hair, foot loose and fancy free. But the older I get, I realize that I'm not as smooth as I once was. I have recently, had surgery on an ankle, so you don't want to slip and do something there. You also, I've gotten older, and I now have to pay for my cell phones and any damaged items. So I wanted to make sure everything was out of my pockets. And I tried to party responsibly. Put it that way.
I like it. All right, big guy, we got about 15. Next time we talk, we'll be on the air. Okay.
Sounds good.
Coming up, we've got the big guy to break down this weekend in the NFL. Thanks for hanging out this morning. Don't forget, join the stream. You can watch the show every day, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Right now, we are joined by WJCL 22's own, the big guy, Frank Sulkowski. Frank, congrats on the Braves and a World Series championship.
It's just glorious not to have experienced another 28-3 moment. Let me just tell you that, to be an Atlanta sports fan, because they were starting to creep in when they didn't clinch the thing in Atlanta. That you're going back to Houston. Here come the ghosts of the Falcons' collapse, and I'm glad this team was able to close it out. And what a season it was, and it was a fun ride being able to report on it and talk about it with fellow Braves fans.
So, Frank, with the last series, for the last game of the World Series, when did you feel comfortable the Braves were going to win it? I mean, at what point? Like the last out of the game, or when we went up like 7-0, you're like, okay, we got this.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where you felt good when Jorge Soler hit a 3-run homer out of the ballpark.
Yeah.
I mean, you're like, okay. Max Fried was pitching okay, but you know, with being a Braves fan, you never feel comfortable until you're 3 outs, or you're into the ninth, and you start getting that first or second out. Then you start, okay, 7-0 with 1 out left. Okay, we can breathe now a little bit. But yeah, you were still on pins and needles all the way to that. It never comes easy with the Braves, so you never let down your guard. You always prepare for a collapse. But this team has shown that they're going to give us more highs and lows, and that's great.
Well, I mean, once again, congratulations, Atlanta Braves, obviously winning their first championship in decades there. But let's shift gears, big guy. Let's get into some NFL football this weekend. Let's talk about another Atlanta team, the Falcons. Oh, boy. They're 3-4, taking on a Saints team that just lost Jameis Winston due to a torn ACL, but Trevor Siemian came in. He played very, very well for him. You got the other guy, Hill, I think is his name. He's possibly coming back at quarterback as well. I mean, how do you see this game going down?
Well, it's funny that Matt Ryan is saying that he sees a lot of similarities, and they're using the Braves run as inspiration and motivation as they move forward. Of course, the Braves didn't go above the 500 mark until in August. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, with the Falcons haven't been above 500 since the 2017 season. So,
my Lord.
Yeah, I was surprised too. I didn't really take that into consideration. So they're trying to use that as inspiration and motivation, saying, "Hey, it can happen, and why not us? Why not the Falcons?" And this is, I thought last week was going to be a chance for them to turn the corner. They were taking on Carolina, who came out the gate red hot. They've been having some injuries. Of course, Christian McCaffrey's been on the shelf for a while, and Sam Darnold's still trying to figure out who he is, and then he gets concussed and he's knocked out of the game. It was all there for the taking for the Falcons, and they found a way to lose at home to a banged up Carolina team. So yeah, now they get the Saints, who if there's one thing they've been able to do is just find somebody to run that quarterback spot. They never miss a beat. However, this is a rivalry. And for some reason, my gut is saying the Falcons.
Yeah, it is.
They're going to win this game.
I love it.
All right, let's dive in.
Why not? Just take that chaos theory,
You're still on a Braves high, so it's just everything Atlanta. I get it. All right, game number 2, Browns at the Bengals. What about that one?
This one you start looking at the records, and you're like, hey, this is some old school. Hey, two teams that are battling for that they're relevant again, and it's fun. And it is going to be fun. I think it's going to be a really good game. Although I just really like the way Cincinnati. I like the way they're projecting. I just think they're on the rise, and they really have such upswing, and that roster. There's so much potential there, and you're starting to see just how much there is. So. And again, old school, long time rival. Give me Cincinnati in this matchup.
All right, big guy. One more game with the big guy breakdown today. You got the 6-2 Titans taking on the Rams. The Rams picked up a big piece of their defense over the trade deadline, picking up Von Miller from Denver. So how do you see this game going?
Well, I see this game as slowly the start of Tennessee's slip down just a little bit.
Oh.
Of course, you lose a guy like Derrick Henry. Yeah, I mean, guy's banged up, and you lose a guy who, is the workhorse, and now there's conversations, and Adrian Peterson coming back. It's crazy. Tennessee is like, what are they? Where are they going to be? While the Rams just continue just to keep plugging along and add in, good talent all around. This is a game that the Rams win easily.
Ooh, impressive. Yeah. All right, big guy. Thank you as always for breaking it down. We'll talk to you again next Thursday, taking a look at another weekend in the NFL.
Gentlemen, appreciate y'all.
All right, coming up next, we're going to talk space beer. That's right, space beer. It's after Aaron Jones. They're supercharged. Rock 106.1. There we go.
Big guy's not a sentimental one. He always hangs up on us.
He's like the week one, he hung around.
Yeah.
And then after that is now I'm out.
Hey, he's got stuff to do.
I'm out, guys.
All right, guys. Once again, thanks for hanging around with us on the last hour of the show today. Got a couple more things to get to, and then we're wrapped for the day. Tomorrow, special guest for Beer for Breakfast. So special, we don't know who it is, but we'll let you know as soon as we do. We're going to blow our own mind when we tell you who it is.
It's a surprise for everybody.
Let's see. Gibby says, are they going to brew in space? No, but sort of.
Yeah,
we'll tell you about it here.
Full on brewing.
Yeah. Steve said, my hamstring just snapped just hearing big guy describe the hot tub.
Dude, and he pulls it off. I was impressed.
Or maybe probably not even the hot tub, just him doing the splits.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying.
Big guy is over 300 pounds, right?
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
Easily, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a large man. Former player, obviously, at, I believe, Georgia Southern. He's a large man, and he obviously very flexible, especially after 2 drinks.
It's true.
When he only said 2 drinks, I was kind of stunned.
Oh, he said 2. He meant 5.
Must have been some really stiff drinks. Jesus. Anything else on the show tomorrow that I'm missing?
Cool guy, beer for breakfast. No, I think that's about it.
Not safe for work. We could probably bring that up on
Yeah,
there.
oh, yeah.
Cool. Once again, if Lane the Biker is still around, thank you so much for Kotter's present.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that.
Highly considering getting stunned. Is there a difference between getting stunned and tased? Is it all kind of the same?
I bet is the taser stronger? I don't know. I always just assumed maybe the taser was stronger.
Is a stun gun or taser stronger?
Or are they just compatible?
While stun guns deliver intense pain when in contact with a target and can briefly immobilize, tasers not only deliver pain, but can also immobilize an individual for extended periods of time, as stated earlier.
Yeah, tasers are worse.
Oh, okay. So stun guns are a walk in the park, dude, and you don't want to do it? Get out of here, pussy.
Yes. Yes, I am. All right, guys, 25-ish seconds. We'll be right back. Sam Adams now taking pre-orders on a new beer called Spacecraft. Spacecraft is a West Coast style IPA with a firm bitterness.
A firm bitterness?
Firm bitterness.
Did they tell me to go to bed at 10 o'clock? Are they that firm?
Tropical notes, grapefruit, guava, and passion fruit. Now, here's why it's a space beer. It was brewed with 66 pounds of hops that traveled 300 miles above Earth last month, along with inspiration for the first ever civilian crew into space.
And then they auctioned off all the hops, and Sam Adams bought them, and that's why they have brewed the Spacecraft beer. Now, the Spacecraft 4-pack is going to cost $22.33 in homage to the inspiration for crew's historic space flight, which lasted 2 days, 23 hours, and 3 minutes.
Yeah, this was all part of Inspiration 4's $200 million fundraising campaign. Sam Adams donated $100,000 to St. Jude, and then Elon Musk, he's got some money. Dude threw in $50 million
Just a little bit.
for charity.
Yeah, just a little bit. Elon Musk also said that if the World Hunger Organization could prove how they could solve it, he would literally give them all the money to solve world hunger.
So, I mean, do you think that is, it's like, look, I want a slideshow, I want a presentation.
He just needs a PowerPoint.
Give me some handouts, give me graphs and charts, break everything down for me. I mean, if I'm the World Hunger Organization, I've got everybody working on this right now.
You would hope so, at least. Well, going back to the spacecraft beer, the beer will be available for purchase in select markets on Tuesday, November 16th at the Sam Adams Boston Brewery, the Boston Tap Room, and the Cincinnati Tap Room. Didn't know they had one there. Just in time for the expected peak of the Leonid meteor shower.
We'll go with that.
That sounds spacey. I'll watch that.
I'm guessing this spacecraft beer does not make it our way.
Probably not. Now, they say the company has also partnered with Give Them Beer to make spacecraft available nationally for home delivery. So look up Give Them Beer on your phone and see if you can get some of this spacecraft beer.
Unfun side note, you can't get beer delivered in Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, our beer laws are so stupid.
It's so dumb, man.
But you get it in Florida, no problem.
Just cross the border. It's fine.
Anything goes there.
Get a B.O. box in Florida just to get beer shipped.
Yeah. How about this? My buddy lives there. I'll just give you his home address if you want stuff delivered. I've actually done that before. I've mailed myself beer to his house in Florida and just went and picked it up.
Well, you doing it's fine. Yeah. Everybody else, maybe not so much.
No, that's fine. Yeah, just text the rock line and I'll give it to you.
All right, guys, coming up next, going to get to Marshall's music news. Kotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1. All right, there we go.
Rob says you have to work at NASA to afford space beer. Yeah, damn right. Yeah, it's $20 for a 4-pack completely. Gibby says they also in the PowerPoint should put public accountability of how the funds will be spent.
100% agree with that.
MK Ultra, what's up, man? Good morning.
What's up?
All right, thanks for hanging around with us. I had a Magic 8-Ball question that I need to get to. That liquid, one of the reasons why Cotter's leaving the show. I asked. All right, Liquid. Here's this question. Hashtag Ask the 8-Ball. Please, will I get out to the new go-kart track in Bluffton this weekend? All right, let's go ahead and ask.
Oh, that's a good question.
I didn't know there was a new
I
go-kart.
didn't either. Where's it at?
All right, yeah.
I kind of want to go.
All right, well, Liquid, go to the Bluffton go-kart track. Without a doubt.
Oh.
Without a doubt. Go have some fun. Also, Liquid, if you have the link for the new go-kart track, drop it into the stream. I want to check it out. And then I'm going to make my salespeople go there and try to get them to advertise with us. Yeah, I love go-kart tracks.
I do too, man.
So there was one in Vegas by the Palms that we would go to. We would take like rock stars to. Like we took the Silver Sun pickups and we just raced go-karts with listeners in them. That's a lot of fun.
That's awesome. All right, I want to share a post.
Okay.
To our first round matchup between Betty White and Matthew McConaughey.
Okay.
Where's it at?
Like, are you're sharing the post?
No, I'm just going to read it to everybody.
Okay. Yeah.
Where's it? I don't see it on that. It was on my phone. Let me see if I can find it again. All right, here we go. From Lisa.
What does Lisa say?
Oh my Lord, this is rigged or something. What's that called? And the whole game has to be thrown out and then a redo. Because that's how I feel about this matchup. And they need different opponents. Like Betty against Adam Sandler. Betty wins hands down in that. Matthew McConaughey against Al Pacino. Actually, that one's kind of tough. But Matt wins because of how awesome he is. Of awesome stuff he did in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. But Matt against Betty, that's just foul and unnecessary. I'd like to speak with the manager, please. Ugh, I'm going to have to say, Betty, you rotten bastards.
You should.
That is the best comment ever.
You should reply and say, thank you, Karen, for your thoughts.
Oh, no, it's Lisa. She's been around forever. She's awesome. That's great.
Kudos to me. I don't think I've left the show today. I think that's a record for me. I usually get up at least once or twice during the show.
Yeah.
I have not got up. And when I stood up, I felt every single muscle in my body just hurt. Gibby, have a great rest of your morning, my friend. We'll see you tomorrow. Gibby. Make sure you guys check us out. 6:30 p.m. special stream tomorrow. We're doing the Not Safe for Work edition of Answer the Internet. Steve said, I used to manage the terrible Herps. Oh, the terrible Hearst, right across the street when I lived in Vegas. Oh, that's awesome, man. Where was that one located at? I know there's a couple in town. Rick goes, Cotter, quick, tase him since he hasn't pissed yet. Full bladder. I'm almost done with my sparkling ice with caffeine, so it probably is a good time to tase me. I'd probably piss myself.
What story are you going with first?
Disturbed, Oakley, Slipknot. Let's start off strong. Let's go with Oakley, then I'll do Slipknot. I guess that's probably tough for you then.
I just play a song.
Just play the Simpsons theme. Across from the Palms. Okay, cool. I was just thinking about that. So we talked about the Mirage is up for sale in Vegas, but if I could buy a spot, it would be the old Palms. I know the Palms is called something different now,
right?
But the Palms had all these special rooms that you could rent.
Okay,
and one of them had a basketball court, like built in.
That's awesome.
So we actually rented it with the help of Miller Lite in Vegas, and we did a March Madness party in there.
Oh,
we had
that's
food
cool.
catered, and then we had at that time a very not well known band by the name of Five Finger Death Punch come in and do an acoustic session.
Okay,
on that basketball court for like 100 people that was inside the suite.
That's cool as hell.
Yeah, but it was it was called. They had a line of fantasy suites in the Palms. They were all different, like the jungle room, the basketball room. They had all sorts of different rooms. And that one was a 2-story room, had a half-court basketball court in it.
That's cool.
So we went in there, we shot hoops for a while, and then, Five Finger Death Punch came in. And, they were first album, Way of the Fist, which came out in 2009, right?
Something like that,
yeah. I was in Vegas from 2007 to 2014. So this is, like, right when they came about. I'm like, who the hell are these guys?
Yeah.
And I was like, and they did a cover, and then they did like an acoustic song. I'm like, they're all right. And then I never thought about them like really ever again, because we played them a little bit at X1075 in Vegas when I was there.
Right.
But yeah, they obviously turned into a big deal. They were all very nice, very nice.
Yeah, I met them. I probably one of the same festivals we got to meet Corey Taylor at. We did a meet and greet with some listeners, and it was they were relatively new, but yeah, super cool guys.
Yeah. MK Ultra says, LOL, the Ned Flanders band. Yeah, that's the first story I'll do. Rhett says, that Raiders guy going 150 miles an hour. Yep, he hit that lady at 127 miles an hour. Andrew says, the go-kart place in Bluffton is, I think, called K1 Speed. All right, check that out.
I don't know the last time I rode a go-kart. It's been years.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Lindsay says, did y'all hear about the Animal Crossing update dropped a full 2 days ahead of schedule? Somebody at Nintendo's going to get fired for that one.
Whoops.
No, that's perfect. She goes, things no one cares about. Kotter cares about that because he'll actually have something to bring up to his kid when he talks to him. Like, hey, Animal Crossing, huh? Did you hear about that? And he's like, Kent, Ohio, still a town? All right, see you later.
I just get the typical responses from him. Doing good? Everything all right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Good talk.
Stay out of my life, Dad. All right, yeah, we'll do Oakley Dokley up first. Once again, thanks for joining us here on the show. Kotter was gifted a pink flashlight stun gun today, so it's an all-timer. This will go down in the history of the Kotter and Marsh show as one of the best shows ever. Hefe, the new music beta fish, has been rather quiet today. He hasn't actually come out and swim.
He's just chilling, hanging.
He's alive. It's good.
That is always a plus.
Yeah. If this fish died before I got it back home, my wife would be upset.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm not going to lie. Just buy another fish. No offense to Hefe.
I got about a minute to go.
All right, guys, diving into the first of 3 Marshall's music news stories, and that'll be a wrap for the day. Yeah, I got to talk to A-Dub today about some car stuff we got to figure out.
Right.
Might have to buy some inverters, some new power inverters for the stations. I just pretty much need to spend his money.
It's always fun.
Yeah, we'll see how that conversation goes. Lindsay says she was up till 3 a.m. playing Animal Crossing. Don't you work? Don't you work too? You're doing that and watching us? That's impressive.
All right, guys, be right back. Let's get into it. Time for story number 1. Marshall's Music News.
Oakley Dokley, the Ned Flanders themed metal band that pays homage to the popular Do Good Neighbor on The Simpsons, have just confirmed they will go on indefinite hiatus after a farewell tour dubbed Tordilly Do 22.
That's awesome.
I'm sorry, guys. If you've never heard about this before, so Ned Flanders, a popular character on The Simpsons, Homer's neighbor, there has been a metal band created in honor of them. So every member comes on stage dressed as Ned Flanders, and they play speed metal, and it's kind of awesome. Well, they have stated in a new press release that has come out, they said, when we started Oakley Dokley, our goal was to play maybe 2 shows. We imagined being the 3rd or 4th band on a 7-band metal show. We would step out in our sweaters and confuse 12 or 13 people in the audience and then have a great story. Things turned out a little differently because they became quite a big deal, headlining many of shows. Now, they just said, we just want to let everyone know that we won't be touring or making any new music in the next few years. I'm not sure if or when we'll be back, but for now, it's toodly-doo. So they got 2 shows that are sort of close to us. Well, depending on who you are. So show number 1, April 17th of 2022, they'll be in Greenville, South Carolina at the Radio Room. Now, if you happen to be a gentleman that's moving to Austin, Texas soon, their very last show ever will be May 7th in Austin, Texas at the Empire Control Room. Now, Kotter, here's the deal.
Yeah.
If you haven't heard, Kotter's leaving, Rock 106.1, moving to Austin, Texas. Get us tickets to this show. I'm flying in.
Okay.
I'm flying in May 7th. Hold on. Let me check the date.
I'm going to do this live on the air. Let's check the date right now.
No, it's fine. That's fine. It's live radio. What's up?
I don't know. What was the name of the place again? Empire?
The Empire Control Room. Okay. It is Saturday, May 7th. Get us tickets.
Okay.
It's 2 days after my anniversary, so my wife will be with me. I'm staying at your house. Buy a house.
I want to be at my aunt's still.
I'm staying at your aunt's house. Get me tickets to this show. I want to see the very last show ever of Oakley Dokley.
All right. Priority number 1 when I get to Austin?
100%.
Not the new job.
I don't care.
It's fine tickets for Oakley Dokley.
Absolutely.
I'm in 100%. All right. Story number 2, Marshall's Music News coming up after Tool. This is Sober. Rock 106.1. MK Ultra. It is not by house, actually. That's the scary part. My wife's staying here for about 5-6 months. So we're not going to even bother with the house until she gets toward April or May. And then I've got family that live in Austin, so I'm just going to stay with them.
What if you find like a really great house while you're there? I mean,
I don't.
Would you even like if she didn't live there? Would you try to buy a house?
We didn't even talk about looking. If we found something that was just like, holy crap, great house, great price range, we might consider it. The only downside is we'd be paying rent and a mortgage because she's going to have to, live in an apartment while we're here.
Yeah. Rent a really shitty house, but tell her you bought it.
I do kind of like that.
What you should do is when your wife finally joins you in Austin here in the next couple of months, you should just be like, hey, I talked to aunt and uncle, and I just think we're just going to live here. And see what her reaction is.
She would lose her ass, man.
They just said we could, like the top level could be ours. Like, we're just going to live here for now.
And that's my aunt and uncle. Neither of them would care. Like, I'm 45, guys. It's fine. I feel weird enough living with you for 6 months.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, coming up next in Marshall's Music News, we'll do a quick story on Disturbed, and then we'll finish out the show with a story about Slipknot. Slipknot did a show in Phoenix. where a massive fire broke out. And we'll finish the show on that.
So Empire Control Room in Austin is down, looks like towards 6th Street. Now, 6th Street used to be kind of like the hub of live music in Austin. Austin's changed, so it's really not quite the same thing. It's still, because they used to block it off. They would put, they would just block it off the end of each road, and you could just walk up and down it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do that anymore, but it's in that area, so it's definitely downtown. It's right by Stubbs, or close to Stubbs, which is a famous venue. So, all right.
All right, so I need you to get on that.
I'm on it.
Liquid, we actually did answer your question. Your coworkers ruined it for you, but the answer is yes, you have to go to the go-kart place. Hey, Max here. Hold on, I think I have a 3-camera setup for the fancy new stuff I built. Where is it at? It's this one. Hold on, I have to turn everything on.
All right, so Oakley Dokley playing with Steak Sauce Mustache.
Excuse me?
The opening act for Oakley Dokley in Austin is Steak Sauce Mustache.
Yeah, it is. Here, let's just throw that right there.
Ooh, tickets go on sale today.
For Oakley Dokley?
They do.
Yeah. Get us tickets or we're no longer friends. No pressure.
Select tickets, yeah, go on sale today. I'll try to remember this. Noon our time.
No, don't stick your finger in there. Jesus Christ. She almost stuck her finger right at the flashlight. You could have died, Mac.
But it wasn't on. It wasn't on.
Or was it?
Well,
I just leave it on at all.
Push a button.
I just leave it on all the times.
I like how it's pink.
I never know when I'm going to get attacked.
It fits you quite well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It fits you quite well.
I appreciate that.
What's up, Ada? Oh, listener Elaine the biker got Kotter a pink flashlight stun gun.
Everybody's face when it happens. That was mine when I first fired.
That.
It's incredible, isn't it?
You want to get stunned? I don't. Really? Why is everybody okay with this?
So how about this? The last day of the show,
you guys can stun each other.
A-Dub and I will stun. Don't stun me.
No.
We can't. No, we can't do it right now.
We got to lead up to it. This is a big deal.
We got to make sure we have like the largest audience available. When's the last time you've urinated? We looked it up.
4 minutes ago.
Okay, I was gonna say whenever we do stun you, we have to make sure that you pee first, or you will pee.
Is it just a quick stun, or like you have to?
No. I think you just got to do it once.
Yeah.
Because they talk about how it affects your body if it lasts longer than a second.
The more important
You just want
question
one.
is when is the last time he pooped?
4 minutes ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll be right back.
Don't go in there.
Let's get back to it. Story number 2, Marshall's Music News.
All right, here we go. Disturbed frontman David Draymond says that he is itching to begin work on material for the band's next album. Now, obviously, they're going to be at Welcome to Rockville here next weekend, playing one of the few shows they're actually doing in 2021. Now, David Draymond stated, "I'm very much looking forward to writing with the other guys during the downtime in between gigs. We have plans to do so. I'm itching. I've been itching to do so for a very long time to get back with the guys that are my writing partners for life." Now, asked if he had to physically be in the same space as his bandmates in order to work on new music, he said no, but it's always the best. I mean, you could do it remotely. It's not recommended for anybody. You got to have vibe and energy and be in front of the person at some point. It's always preferred to be in person when it comes to writing new music. Now, once again, Disturbed will be headlining night number 3 of Welcome to Rockville next weekend down in Daytona, and hopefully we'll get some new music from him sooner than later.
All right, coming up next, one more story, wrap up the show. It is the Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. So A-Dub was legit going to let you
stun him immediately, right now.
Right there.
Yeah,
you probably should have done it, because when it comes down to it, he's probably going to say no.
But I'm not going to waste a stun.
I get it.
I'm not going to waste a stun. Like,
I get it.
I had no choice.
No, I understand.
I had no choice to say no.
The restraint was impressive.
Yeah, I mean, we've had great audience today. The audience has been amazing here on the live stream, but I couldn't just waste it on nothing.
Yeah.
So, no, trust me. When we get a big audience, which I hope for the last day of the show, Our biggest audience ever. I want to go out on top. I want to stun him then.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he can't stun me. It's got to be you.
I can't do it.
You've got to stun me.
I can't do it. If I'm not willing to do it, I don't have the right to stun anybody.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, but I don't want to. I don't want
you
you
have
to be,
my permission.
I don't want you to be like, you got me. I got to get you now. And then I don't.
I will. I will not say that. I will not say.
I don't feel like I have the right to stun you.
What am I going to do? Like, am I going to have a hidden stun gun up my sleeve? And when you stun me, I'm like, all right, man, and then I'm going to stun you back?
No, I don't think you're going to do that.
Right.
But it'll just
actually be hilarious. I'm going to do that
now. No, I mean, I don't think you're
surprise,
motherfucker. But yeah, I don't know if I can. Do it. You owe us.
Liquid says, I was going to get a room at our resort in Ormond Beach for Welcome to Rockville, but no tickets. Get tickets, man. They're available. Andrew says, do it. You owe us.
But do I?
I agree with him.
Andrew says, you broke Wanda's heart. The best you could do is let her stun you. Wow, that would be something.
Wanda?
Yeah.
I don't think Wanda could do it. I shouldn't say that one.
100%.
Tell you I could do it.
Wanda would 100% stun you.
I got Liquid. I'll take the stun on Cotter's behalf since it was me that made him leave. I got a bad heart. You're welcome. We don't want to do that.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to do that. Sounds like a bad idea. Mac, what's going on?
Not much.
Mac wants to get stunned.
No, I don't.
Are you sure?
I'm good.
Okay.
You're young. Your heart could take it.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, boy. Well, what's been going on with you?
I'm very hungry.
Okay. What are you going to do about that?
I'll probably go to Chick-fil-A.
Are you going to offer to get us anything? Or
It's expensive.
just give us some of the hash browns.
I don't know what their breakfast would be nice, but I'm going to wait till lunch.
You're going to wait till lunch?
Mm-hmm.
Too long of a line.
Now that they opened up the new one, though, it's not nearly as bad.
Yeah, the Mall Boulevard one is technically suffering due to
it really is.
Due to the new Abercorn one. I went through the drive-through of the Abercorn one, the one by Lowe's and Home Depot.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is cool. So I went through the drive-through, and it's like a double lane deal.
Yeah.
And it's really nice. But when I was in the double lane, I was sitting in the car, and I look over to the right, and they have this sign. The sign says, essentially, follow this towards your food. It's like a cute little sign. Someone's already hit it. And it was like kind of leaned over and broken. And I'm like, classic Savannah right there.
That didn't take long. Good job. Good job, guys.
Wanda did respond. She's thinking about it. And then she said, he did break my heart.
What?
Yeah. I think she's willing to stun you.
Do it.
Once again, it's not a tase. So taser's more painful.
Yes.
Stun is like a step below. We'll stun you. Imagine the feeling when you first turned on the flashlight and that stun like went off, the crackle. Essentially what it feels like.
Just 10 times worse.
Except all the pain.
It's just like that, but with pain.
Mm.
I actually might think wait and see what Jake is getting for lunch and then have him go pick up something for me because I don't want to go.
It's too damn cold outside. Did you see that Saturday's high is only 55?
I did.
So are you going to join us in studio tomorrow?
Yes.
Perfect.
Oh, tomorrow night?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I got an invite on Facebook and I RSVP'd.
I know, but that wasn't to join us in studio. It's to watch the live stream. Did you actually read it? You didn't read it.
I did.
It said join.
I even downloaded Twitch.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Mm-hmm. And I'm just saying, like,
okay.
The invite says watch us on the live stream.
I'll be here.
You work here.
But yeah. Come in.
I
and
might
hang with
look
us.
like I'm hungover because I just got a COVID boost. I honestly don't think it's going to do anything.
What time are you getting the booster shot?
1 o'clock.
Oh, you'll be fine.
No, you got 12 hours before it hits.
Saturday's going to suck.
So we'll have some beverages. It'll be fine.
Nice.
Do you like White Russians?
I've never had it.
Yes.
Mind you, I have to drive back home.
All right, so we'll just give you 3.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll make some White Russians, and then we'll answer some filthy questions.
Okay.
Charles says, I'll pull that trigger, then I'm going to find Tim Janier.
I really wish that Mom could be here on the show. Well, I mean, at y'all's permission, obviously, but I wish we could have her. I wish we could have her on the show before Kotter leaves.
Mama Margaret? Yeah. Well, I mean, when does Mama Margaret get in?
That Wednesday night.
Wednesday night.
Oh.
If she shows up Wednesday morning, we would love to have her as a guest on the Cotter and Marshall final broadcast.
She won't be here.
All right. Well, I don't know what you want me to do.
Blame Roy.
Frickin' Roy.
I got about 3 minutes.
That Greg.
He's got to go deliver mail
Ben?
and some shit.
Phil? Rob says, you know what makes a twitch? Being hit by a stun gun.
Yes, I know, Red. Well, they told me to talk up.
Yeah, just
Well, not be a smart ass, though, yeah.
But also, like, talk at a normal person level. Like, you don't have to. Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
So anyway, what do you think of the new camera setup? I mean,
I like that a lot.
Well, yeah, of course you love it a lot.
I love it. It's
yeah,
great.
I know. You sure you love it? I was working on it before, obviously, you decided to leave, and then I just abandoned the project. I spent hours while you were on vacation in Austin getting another job, you piece of shit.
Whoa.
Nah.
I didn't get the job until my last day there.
Congratulations.
So see, I didn't spend hours getting the job.
No, you did spend hours.
No,
you spent hours.
Last day, I went to lunch with the dude. This is true. I was not going to call him.
Mm-hmm.
When I
don't believe that at all.
I wasn't.
I don't believe it.
You could talk to hit up Julianne Banks. She's the lead singer of the band that I first went and saw, that you came down with me to see 10 years after that. Went and saw her, kind of explained the whole situation about the gig, and she goes, "You going to talk to him?" I go, "No." Yeah, I emailed him. I texted him prior. Never got back. I know he's busy. And she's like, "You need to reach out to him." I reached out to him that night, so you can blame her.
Did you call him?
I texted him. I said, "Hey man, I'm still in town. If you want to meet up?" He's like, "Yeah, I'd love to." So, so there you go. True story.
All right. Okay.
Why are you so confused, Mac?
You all right?
I don't get to put a Grinch tree, and that's what I really was excited.
Why can't you put up a Grinch tree?
Because I will. Yeah. First of all, I'm going to be at home for Christmas, but my stuff's going to be packed up and everything, so there's really no point in me putting up a tree.
Rob, that's funny.
It's funny how every time Marshall mentions Kotter leaving, it's progressively getting angrier through the show. Do you mean like overall comments or me?
Both, as Kotter would say.
So the last day, he's just going to be holding me down and stunning me for 4 hours. You son of a bitch! Oh!
You're right, you are a little pussy. Pussy. Say it again!
I'm a little pussy.
Yeah, you are! Now you can leave.
I would not like to be here for that.
Nah, you will.
Can I wear my Grinch shirt then?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Liquid, can we live stream the interview process for Cotter's replacement? We should have a say.
I think that's honestly fair.
That's actually not bad. That's pretty funny. All right, final step of the process, guys. Here's the horde. All right, guys, be right back. One more time, we got Marshall's Music News.
So just a couple nights ago, Slipknot's concert in Phoenix, Arizona came to a fiery end, or at least a pause, for about 30 minutes because the large crowd that was there decided to set a bonfire in the middle of the pit.
Good idea.
It mostly was like metal chairs. According to the videos, I don't know what was burning, but something was right there in the middle. But the bonfire hit about 30 feet high at certain points. I'm guessing people were like throwing their lighters in there to get it to really go up. So they had to stop the show. They were in the middle of All Out Live, Slipknot was, when they had to shut things down so they could put out the fire so they can then come back on, do Duality and Spit It Out and end their set. Now, a lot of people on social media obviously filmed this and put it up. And because of the delay, some people weren't happy. My favorite comment was, whoever set the bonfire, yo mama a hoe. That was my favorite Twitter comment from what happened at Slipknot. But don't worry, they put the fire out. No one was hurt, and they finished up the set. But it was delayed for up to 30 minutes. They had to clear the crowd, then they had to bring a fire truck in and put it out.
All right, we've got beer for breakfast tomorrow. The guest, it's a mystery to all of us. Also, we'll continue the Cool Guys tournament. Don't forget, you can vote right now. Another first-round matchups going on. Betty White, number 3 seed, taking on Matthew McConaughey. The other side of the bracket, Corey Taylor, the number 3 seed, taking on Danny DeVito. Also, tomorrow night, 6:30, 7 o'clock, grab yourself a cocktail, sit down, got a special live stream. When Marshall and I started the show, we did Ask the Internet during breaks. Just a bunch of questions. And as Marshall went through some of them, he was like, I don't feel comfortable asking this question.
Even on the live stream where we can, be naughty.
But you said, you know what, we're going to save these. We plan on doing a Christmas episode of a live stream, but I won't be here by Christmas. So we're going to do it.
Thanks for ruining Christmas, Kotter.
I'm sorry. So we're going to do it tomorrow night, 6:30, 7 o'clock. Get on the live stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Check that out. As always, thank you guys for hanging out this morning. We will talk to you tomorrow, 6 o'clock. Kotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1. All right.
And there we go. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging around on the show today. Really do appreciate you guys hanging around. And as always, let's give some advice to the Horde before we hang it up for the day. Mac, let's start with you. Advice?
Can you repeat that comment that you liked so much on that article? Something about your mama a hoe.
Yeah, if you're the person who lit the bonfire, your mama a hoe.
That was funny.
I know. Proceed. I laughed quite a bit.
Proceed.
No. Advice?
That's good advice.
Just advice. just say your mama's a hoe to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect. Kotter?
I once again appreciate and respect the restraint, but I think when your boss says tase me or stun me, you got to do it.
Yeah. All right. Well,
that's my advice.
As always, next time. My advice: drink water and touch yourself. That's a good Thursday. Vic knows. Oh! Breaking news! I forgot to. Oh my God! I forgot to say this on the live stream today.
What?
Vic texted me yesterday. Vic and his entire family has COVID.
No!
So he said he hasn't called in the last few couple weeks now, because him and his family have COVID. They're on the way to recovery. So we wish Vic, his entire family, a quick recovery from COVID. And he said he hopes to call in next week to the Kotter and Marsh show. Totally forgot to say that during the show. We'll mention it tomorrow on the show. But there you go. Advice from Marshall, don't get COVID.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Wear a mask.
All right, guys.